Okay.
Diesel. Anyway, carry on.
We'll get there in due time.
Coco Van Diesel. I should have made a character called Coco Van Diesel. Sorry, carry on. I've decided to mix some of these with the Holston Pilsner. It's actually going down really nice.
Snake bite. Okay, so you stand on the rockcrete surface of the spaceport, gazing up at the horrific warp rift that is hanging across the sky, and the heat on this planet is baking, oppressive, and you wave away little biting flies in vain. Over at the fore of the port, you can see a large armoured locomotive engine, red and silver, crackling with energy. This must be the Orphean Express, due to take you to the settlement of Lost Hope. Suddenly, a fierce breeze cuts through the humidity. For a moment, you think that you can hear the sounds of 1 million people all screaming in anguish at once. The screams of the lost and the damned upon the wind.
That's like come off Star Wars, isn't it?
I don't know. I suppose it's a bit. The problem is that
It's hard
however
to
much you write, it's impossible not to put in various things that you'll pick up.
It is.
Yeah.
I was a Star Wars fan myself. I was grinning at that.
That wasn't a genuine one. It just came in.
Just came in. You've watched it many times.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. Mr. Clematis, the wind catches upon your new flak armor, the suit that you purchased on the Emperor's Grace from the quartermaster, Dominic Peters. A stream of dust starts to flow from the corner of the suit, seemingly caught upon the foul breeze. It's as if a chain reaction.
Is this motherfucker still employed on the ship?
The flak armor that felt so solid when you put it on seems to turn to dust and ash before your eyes.
He's like the person at the job centre. You know what I mean? Like when I'm unemployed, you go there. You have your interview, you walk out there and you feel like you're actually flaking into dust because you are
Peter, Ilian, set the med.
It's been a long time. It's been a very long time.
Without taking
I remember.
Called him a shithead in French.
Without taking a single shot in combat, the armor dissipates into the air. What are you doing?
Partner.
I'm gonna open my blouse. No. I'm just gonna try catch it as it flies off. Good.
Yeah. It's like trying to hold water in your hand. It just passes through, and
dude.
You do still have your chain coat. You didn't sell that. You were trying to sell it to the quartermaster, but he didn't want it. So you do still have your chain coat available as armor.
Mad.
Kiyoshi's going to watch this happen and just go, you must have upset the quartermaster or his patron.
I think he likes chickens.
Somewhere, a space chicken lays a space egg.
Yeah. And a pigeon
on the breeze.
We
should go.
Understood. Thank you for wasting my creds, Dominic. You bribed that bastard.
That's the whole point. You bribed him. Why did you bribe him? Why did you bribe him?
I just had a feeling.
If only.
I bribe everybody back home.
What's a coincidence?
If only you had maybe waited a few moments for some advice from the person who's been on the ship for a bit of time. Unfortunately, he was distracted by a chicken walking past, and he forgot to let you know. So.
Okay, guys. So
Kiyoshi's going to try and usher them towards the train. Go, come. We have a task to perform.
I'm going to put my chain coat on.
Okay, you equip
Do
the
a little
chain coat.
holy blessing on it and rub some of my dust from my flak armor into it. Just feel like I've got my money's worth.
Very good.
I sense train. There we go. We'll carry on.
Wow, you are very perceptive.
The wind tells me the wind tells me things.
My goodness.
Yoshi's just heading to the train
Look away.
while these two are being.
I'm following. Still,
Okay.
while I put my chain coat on.
Sister Xanthea follows as well. Okay, so is anyone not going towards the train?
Can I try and levitate towards it? No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. I'll just walk towards it normally. Why not?
Okay, you get on board the train and you go to your designated seats, and before too long the train starts up, and the Orphean Express starts to make its way along.
Well, I have to say it's surprisingly comfortable. I'm just gonna get comfy on that and put my stuff next to me. Put my feet up on the table.
Okay, so you make yourself at home. Put your feet up.
Yoshi's going to turn to Courtney and say, Miss Courtney, be very careful with your powers on this world. Your kind is forbidden. You do not want to risk discovery.
So why was I actually sent here then? Am I here just to sort of get us discovered?
I'm just going to glance sideways at you and go, perhaps you should ask the Inquisitor this question.
I'm going to try and tune into the Inquisitor's mind.
Okay, roll a D100, Johnny.
Okay. D100. This is where. Okay.
Goes
Hang on.
the mission.
Hang on. 49. I'll take the 49 first of all. Like.
Yeah, you've no idea. You can't seem to tune into the Inquisitor's mind. Maybe that's because he's up on the starship orbiting the planet, and you're down here on the surface. And but you give it a go. But your powers are not equal to the task.
No. All right. Oh well. Worth the punt. Let's go.
Sister Xanthea speaks up and she goes, "Why would the Inquisitor bring us to this cursed place? You all saw that aberration in the sky. This place is evil. It is cursed."
I think it's because we're completely expendable. And I'm just going to smile.
Oh, yeah. There is
She doesn't smile back at you, Courtney.
Of course.
there is a train of thought within the Inquisition that it is best to fight fire with fire.
Oh, so
Hence,
Also,
maybe something on this planet that would help us against the ancient enemy.
perhaps it is a
I
test.
agree. Maybe this is the way. The God Emperor always says, "You shall work in unity with your fellow man."
A test?
Perhaps it is a test to weed out the weak. Only the strong survive for greater challenge.
So he sends a psyker to a world that's sort of hates psykers.
It seems foolish, does it not?
That's an interesting move. Move. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to follow orders. But kind of feel like I'm in the line of fire now already. I thought this would be a nice holiday. I'm starting to sense that it's going to be a bit worse than that. I think we're going to actually have to work for a living. Oh well. Let's go.
Miss Courtney, Emperor protects.
Yoshi takes his sword off his back and just rests it across his lap and looks at Courtney and says, I find myself agreeing with you, Miss Courtney. This is a strange decision, but we serve and we obey.
Perhaps it'd be easier. Like maybe there's like been a funding cut or something like that, and they need to just offload a few acolytes. I don't know. Who can say? Who can say? These decisions are out of our hands. I'm just going to.
Soundface speaks up. She says, "Perhaps it is for the best that you do not use your powers, Courtney."
But what if I use them for good and not evil? Is that okay?
Yeah.
I echo
She
his sister's sentiment.
She doesn't reply.
Okay, I'll be like, I'm just going to sense Kyoshi and raise my eyebrow and not say anything, and then start looking at my staff nervously. Right.
Kyoshi, you were not there when we awoke from cryostasis. You were not with us.
This is true.
Tell me, were you? I suspect there's something amiss there. There's only 4 beds in the room, and 5 of us.
Your mathematics is impeccable, Sister Xanthi.
Well,
The mathematics of defeat. That's what that is. They obviously expect one of us to die horribly. I wonder who it'll be. And I'm just looking at the sky.
We are supposed to be a team. We are supposed to be a unit. We are supposed to work together, Kyoshi.
And I fully intend to work with all of you. My absence from the room has no impact on our mission.
So be it. So perhaps we should discuss tactics for when we, for if we enter combat together. What are your specialities?
Are you asking me, Marjorie?
Yes, I ask all of you.
Well, I'm pretty good shot with pistol. I can use throwing knives, and I can also pray a man to death.
Wow, pray a man to death. I wonder what that looks like.
He favours you with a slight smile, Clematis.
Amen.
Amen.
And I'm actually do that as well, like that. And then start clutching my head a little bit.
Well, we've all seen your
far away from combat as possible, occasionally shooting with this. Then I'll take the wrapper off my rifle, stroke it a little bit, and wrap it back up again.
You all see a rifle that it's obviously not Imperial technology. It's something strange and unique. I don't think any of you have seen a weapon like it before.
I'm not sure actually if it was.
Sorry?
I'm not actually sure if it was a Xenos rifle.
Okay, we'll take that back then. So it's still an advanced rifle.
Yeah.
I don't know what these is it something that you get in the Imperium then? The old
Yeah, you can get
old Nida rifle. Okay, all right. I'll take that back then. We'll just retract that. So it's a highly advanced weapon that probably none of you have seen before. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't think any of you will come across.
It's a needle rifle.
I don't.
You might. What do I?
They're just really, really rare.
I don't have a staff. I'll be like, I'll just use these,
Okay.
and I just get my monoaxe out because it was my monoaxe I propped up, not the staff, because I've realised that now because I've looked at my character. And then and I've got this sickle as well. I'm gonna get this sickle out as well, and just like.
You did also buy a las pistol.
I do have. I also have a las pistol.
Yeah,
as well.
you bought one from the quartermaster.
And I got this, and hopefully it'll do the business. Let's try that. All right. Can I take a shot out the window?
You can take a shot out the window. So you pull out the las pistol. You pull out the las pistol, fire out the window, and a las blast comes out of the pistol.
Yoshi grabs
into the
hand.
Okay, right. So we have a initiative roll for anyone who is acting. So Johnny and Kyoshi want to act. Anyone else who wants to get involved in this scuffle also needs to roll initiative.
What? Okay, I'll I'm gonna sit there and pray.
Okay.
Pretend to be a bystander. And I
It's
like to get my
silly,
pistol
isn't
out
it?
at the same time.
I'm gonna yell, "Bloody hell, woman! This is a civilian transport. What are you doing?"
Okay, so
Oh
we've got-
shit!
I got a 10.
Okay, so
And yeah, plus
Courtney.
3. So that's
Yeah, yeah.
13.
So Courtney, you pull out your las pistol, aim it at the glass panel,
Oh, no, open
Pull
them.
the trigger.
I opened the
Open.
window.
you probably won't have like if you take it out and shoot it, the open window. Okay, you need to open the window first.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I'm not going to just
Okay.
fire it into the window. I'm not that insane.
Okay. All right. Okay. I thought you were. I thought you were that insane. So you open the window first, then sit down. You pull out your pistol, fire it, and it shoots out of the open window and into the sky.
And it's okay.
Is what okay?
The pistol.
Well, it seems to shoot a las blast.
Excellent. I'm like, well, that should do the trick, doesn't it?
It didn't hit anything though. It just because you fired it out the open window.
I wasn't aiming for anything. But next time, you will see. I might well hit something with it. There we go.
Okay.
So watch out. So watch out, and I'm going to try and spin it on my finger. Can I make an agility test, please?
Yeah, make an agility test at plus 30.
Oh,
Daddy, don't shoot yourself.
yeah, I passed.
Okay, you spin the pistol around in your finger and you catch it, and it looks quite smart what you do. But Sister Xanthé, even though it's quite impressive, Sister Xanthé shakes her head at this, and she says, "I am proficient in the art of the bolt pistol, and I also have some medical experience. I learned
what?
from a bolt pistol." And she brings the pistol out and puts it on the table.
What the blazes is that? That's massive.
It is sufficient to the task, Miss Courtney.
What does it do? I mean, apart from looking massive.
It makes short work of the enemy and the unfaithful and the heretic.
Not the psycho, though, hopefully.
I'm also proficient in use of medicines, and I can offer healing on the battlefield.
That's very useful.
I've got a slight headache. I think it's this strange planet that we're on. Have you got any paracetamol?
I have experience with your kind Sister Xanthé. It is a great honor to serve alongside you.
She bows her head to you in response. She turns
And then
to
Kyoshi just sort of Kyoshi just sort of takes on a distant look for a moment, like he's lost in thought.
Okay.
He's angry. It's just a battle flashback or fantasy, one of the two.
Sister Xanthé turns to Sister Clematis and says, "Sister, may I speak to you in private on a matter of faith?"
Oui. What, are you doubting us?
And she stands
I'm
up and
only
she walks into one of the other passenger cars and beckons you after her.
Okay, I will go and follow her.
Okay.
I thought you'd be having none of it. Sorry, I'll shut up now. I'm just going to get out of the system.
Very good.
I'll be no more. I'm sorry.
So as you get out of the passenger car with the other acolytes, she turns to you and Sister Clematis, and she says, "As a sister of the ecclesiarchy, I know that I can trust you. We have little time. Let me confide in you a moment. I have a power, a blessing, some call it, but so often I find it to be a curse.
What is this blessing you have?
I can read the souls of men, gaze into their spirits and divine their auras.
Oh, how terribly useful.
Well, as I say, it is more often a curse than not. I came to this power on my homeworld of Iacanthos. The visions came around the time that the ghost flowers stopped growing."
What I canvas, I have not heard of this place, of the ghost flower.
That does not surprise me, but never mind of that for now. I've gazed upon your true nature. and I found you to be a pure spirit, a just woman, an example that I can aspire to.
What are you saying? You're not as just as me. You seem perfectly capable. I'm sure a sister of battle like you, do not doubt your faith.
She nods her head slightly, but you think perhaps maybe she's not saying something. She says to you,
What is?
Go on, sorry.
I was going to say, what is it that you are not saying to me? Speak, sister, and be clear, because we are servants of the God Emperor here.
She says, I want to speak of the witch, Courtney. You saw with your own eyes as she released raw warp stuff against the head
I'm
doctor
just
in the
going
med bay.
to go out while you stop speaking this because I shouldn't hear it. I don't want to be in danger.
You can hear all of this, Johnny.
All right.
You just need to act like your character hasn't heard it. That's all I ask. We don't need you to wear like headphones or something to to blot out the noise. Just obviously your character doesn't hear it. That's the only thing. So your character doesn't know what's being said about it.
Okay.
If you find it easier, then do that. Wear headphones.
Yeah. I mean, if you do find it easier, then feel free. But you don't have to.
No, I'll be all right. I'll say.
You don't have to.
It's interesting.
You'd probably find it more juicy to listen anyway. So.
Oy.
She says, you saw with your own eyes as she released raw warp stuff against the head doctor.
I know, it's very concerning. All we can do is try to guide her in the right place, but if she gets too busy, I'm sorry, but you have to remember not suffer the heretic, the mutant, or the psyche.
Sister Zanfe, she nods her head and says, yes, such sorcery is unbridled heresy. I scanned her aura as soon as I dared. The witch is cursed. Her soul is dark with corruption and malignancy. Above her, hanging like a crown, hanging like a crown, I saw a black sun, cursing with power.
Oh,
Why would Varek recruit such a creature?
I've heard things in books which I've read in the Escalancy of various different uses, and you hear the odd mention of demons, and you hear sometimes the use of demons against demons. Maybe this is one of those times. The use of something dangerous against something dangerous. You never know.
I pray that you are right, sister.
Me too, because I do not want to be receiving again on one of those fireballs.
Ah, too right. If she tries that with me, she will receive a bolt shell to the head, and we shall see her powers then.
And I have this, and I whip out my improved red dot sight las pistol, which I'm actually a fan of shot.
She says, "May I?"
No,
and she asks whether she can. And she takes the pistol, and she she looks it over, checks it, and she nods her head as if in approval, and hands back the pistol to you. I advise you to keep your eyes on Courtney and not to trust her. She is dangerous, mark my words.
I think everybody is dangerous, especially of being only kept in the church and the Escalancy. This is all new to me. I've had very closed upbringing, unlike you. You can maybe help me out and about to get used to things and warn me of such things.
I've seen battle. I shall do my best to guide you.
I am very nervous. I've only had practice on the range. I do not know why they've put me in such a dangerous mission.
Yes, some of the decisions of the Inquisitor seem questionable at best.
All I can think is I'm here as a spiritual rock for people. If they are losing faith and how to inspire, maybe I can inspire if I can.
Well, you are certainly an inspiration to me, sister. Now let us return to the others before they grow suspicious.
Of course, it's excellency business anyway.
Okay.
I'm filing my nails. As they return, I'm just going to look at them and go, everything all right?
I'll give her a little polite curtsy. And then carry
Mrs. Anfei doesn't really pay you any attention. Courtney. I'm just going to go for a
I'm
slash.
just
And
going
then
to
I'll be right back.
Kyoshi and just like. Right. Okay.
Well, is there a drinks table in this train?
Oh, I could murder a cup of recaf. I really could. I've got a bit of a headache after that long voyage we've had.
I could do with a small tip on myself.
Oh, now it's starting to sound like a holiday. Bit of a miss.
I have sunscreen.
Oh, excellent. Is it miasma proof?
I have miasma screen.
Factor 5 million. Yeah, take these. They're just completely matte black shades that you can wear. You can't see out of them. You can look at the miasma with them and not be corrupted by it.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
So, after a couple of hours, the train takes you into a more developed landscape. Prior to this, the scenery has mainly been forests, hills, and marshland. But now you see more and more presence of civilization. As the train crests a ridge, you can see a city come into view. It's a far cry from the hive city of Scintillamind. Perhaps this city holds 5 million souls, maybe less. From this angle, it looks as if the cursed warp rift hovers directly above it. A tiny voice comes in over the tannoy system. Next stop, Changa City. All the other occupants in your passenger car make moves and gather their possessions and are preparing to disembark.
I will do the same.
This isn't our stop, is it? I thought we were going to Lost Hope.
That's exactly right.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
So the train holds up and stops
Yoshi.
as it comes into the city. Well done, because I haven't really prepared Changa City very much. So
Perhaps we should take some
Just get out
time
now.
to explore this.
Let's the game up. I'm off for a look around.
Come along, Acolytes. Adventure awaits.
This is what you get for giving me flaky flack out there. I'm off to Changa.
Yoshi skips off into Changa City holding the girl's hands.
all right.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do that?
No, definitely not. Kyoshi is going to be having a good look out of the window, though, at the city.
Okay, yeah. It's well developed from this. You know, you're quite far out from the collector's sector.
Wow.
You wouldn't expect to see a city this well developed, this far from imperial civilization. But it looks
that's nice, isn't it?
looks quite modern.
What does the population look like? Do we get any look at the what passengers? Can I have a look around at the passengers?
You can look out, yeah. I mean, you can look out as it comes into the station. You can get a look out. There's people leaving, and you can also see people milling around on the station itself. Make an awareness test.
Give me a second. I'm just getting it all up. Getting it up.
Nah for nah.
Oh yeah, let's press that.
Okay. So, anyone else who wants to have a look out can also make a awareness test. So, James, you passed. Noxious, I should say.
I'm constantly, like, if I'm wrong and stuff like that, I'm trying, just to
Yeah.
assess.
So both of you notice something does jump out at you, but not to Kyoshi, who's must be distracted by something. Something that jumps out at you as you're scanning the people coming and going is that there is a high percentage of mutants going about their business. And these twists look totally at ease. They look like they haven't a care in the world, like they're not in any danger of persecution. Over there, you see a guy. He just has these massive ears, almost like you can probably read sonar. He's got his ears are that big, and he's got huge earlobes. Then there's
Royal
another guy with
visit.
some sort of crooked spine and spikes coming out of his arms. And then over there, you can see a person with wings. You don't know if they actually give flight or not, but he appears to have a fully
Anybody
functional
next to
set of
me?
wings. Now, these are people leaving the train on the station itself. There's no one in your immediate vicinity.
I see. I'm just going to look disgusted, make the sign of Aquila to myself.
Mhm.
And put
As
my head down.
Anthony and say, I'm not sure you're going to like what's outside, sister. Mutation appears to be rife.
Oh,
This
what
is very
mutation?
troubling.
I thought they were just wearing costumes. I thought there was some sort of festival on. Oh, not
I'm going to make a extrapolation that it could be due to the warp. What's the word?
Well, I hope I don't get big ears like that. That'd be horrible.
Warp disturbance, perhaps.
You don't need
Yeah.
those.
But yes, you make the extrapolation easily. Noxious. Sister Anfe says the interrogator did warn us that this place was a hotbed of heresy and villainy. I shall stick to the mission. I will not go around purging all of the mutants that come our way.
We must
Well,
be careful
very
to
noble
not
of you.
act alarmed when we see them, or we shall stand out. It will be obvious that we are not from around here.
I think it's pretty obvious we're not from around here. You might say, because we ain't got big ears and spiky bits and.
They're not all mutants, are they, Al?
No. But a higher proportion than you would expect to see.
I've never seen nostrils so massive in my life.
Certainly too many mutants for
Fit
comfort.
your whole hand up those if you wanted to, if you chose to. You could choose, couldn't you? You could choose to, couldn't you, sister? You know, you could look at them nostrils. You could see. You know, you could put your hand up one of them nostrils. Imagine that. Tickle your brain with those. Tickle your brain. And then I'm just gonna start looking down and start just adjusting my clothing uncomfortably.
Sister just grunts. She goes, Thinks she might be taking lessons from Kyoshi. Okay, the train
The
starts.
most troubling development indeed. It could be that if we tarry too long on this mission, mutation could be our fate as well.
Oh, you don't want that. You don't want to be a mutant. You know what I mean? You might end up as a psycho. Oh, wait a second. I'm a psycho. All right. I don't think
We
that
have
I'm.
noticed.
I don't feel that I'm a mutant, though. I don't feel like I'm particularly mutant. Do I look like a mutant? Do I? Do I ignore the fireball incident? I was a bit worried about needles. I don't have needles.
Well, ça idiot.
What?
Je ne sais pas.
And I turn round and like my eyes blaze with the holy fire. No, I don't. No, no, they don't. I'm joking.
Yoshi tightens his grip on Kazushini.
And then I just snap back to normal. I'm like, sorry, what was that? I didn't catch that. Anyway, are we getting off yet, or is this? No, we're not getting off here, are we? Where are we going? I completely forgot what the mission was. Anybody tell me? Who's in charge? I don't know.
We are heading to Lost Hope.
Oh, that sounds like a nice place. Lost Hope. Yeah, let's send a new party to Lost Hope. That sounds good, doesn't it? It's not like, oh, can you go and just check if some people are tax evading in like the Terran sector? No, let's go send them to a mutant planet called Lost Hope. That'll be a good idea, won't it, for the rookies? Yeah, brilliant, nice one. And I'm just gonna shake my head and just look out the window and look at the mutants and be like, oh, I'm gonna end up with big ears. I'm gonna end up with big ears and massive nostrils, and all because some clever by some big wig on flipping terror. That's all it is. I'm sure it is. The wind seems to say. And then look down at my hands and continue filing them into claws.
Okay, the train starts up again slowly. and starts to trundle along its way. Sister Zanfe speaks up and she says, our mission was to extract one of Lucius's acolytes that he left behind. He goes by the name of Talos Greyheart.
Oh. Do we know what it looks like?
We have a pict, I believe.
Can I have a look?
I believe the pict would be in the possession of Noxius or Nixios. Sorry, how would you pronounce your name, please, Brownie? I'm getting it wrong. Nixios. I keep calling you Noxius, which is not right. Nixios. Nixios also has all your identification papers and such. I don't know if you want to hand them out. Yeah, you've still got them all. Okay. So yeah, you have got a pict of the guy that you're looking for, and he looks handsome, dashing, blonde hair, about 5'10".
Oh, he looks nice, doesn't he? Oh, we've got to get him back.
What is he? Is he undercover?
Pardon, I didn't catch that.
Is he undercover?
Is he undercover or?
Yeah.
Well, from what you've been told on the mission is that he was left behind, and he's currently been taken slave. So that's why you've got slave transfer papers which you forged, which will give you kind of ownership of this previous acolyte. So whatever happened in the last mission, he was captured at some point, and he's been in servitude working in some cobalt mine.
Okay.
Okay, so if no one else has anything else they want to say or do at this point, we will move along.
Can I try and see if there's somewhere that sells recaf?
Yeah, you can head off.
Yeah. Anybody want a drink? I'm gonna go and have a look and see if there's any drinks around, because it's been quite a long journey and there's not been no trolleys or refreshments provided. I'm starting to think that this is a third world or a third rate planet.
Well, if you just
No,
put the same drink what these people are drinking, you might end up with a second tongue. Tu parles beaucoup.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and order the mutant juice right now. Right now.
Just to say, there's actually something that you have in your inventory, Courtney, which is a thermos with recaf in it.
Hang on a second. I forgot myself. I've got some recap.
It's a bit of a random possession, that one, but you've definitely got it. It's there.
I'm gonna take it out, will I? Recap, we'll have to do it one at a time. Or you could cut your hands, but you'll probably get scolded. I'll just have a quick one first and test the water, as it were. There you go. I'm just gonna pour some recap, smell it, and just
somehow improbably, even though it's probably travelled thousands of light years, it's still hot and quite refreshing. It's testimony to the quality of the thermos flask that you have.
Thermos, 41st millennium.
Yeah, hot, refreshing. You feel better for that.
And
I have to ask, why does he have a thermos of recaf?
Well, you made the character, Dave. You tell me.
I must have foreseen this.
I have no idea.
Why? Know your own mind.
I pulled it out le sac magique.
Do you have a sip of recaf? Are you handing it round? Is anyone else partaking of the recaf?
Yeah, I'll pass it. I'll offer the cup to people. I'll be like, I've had my bit. I feel better already. Anybody else?
You do feel better.
Yes, by all means. Thank you very much, my dear.
Okay.
I'm going to pour him recaf and give him a nod. Enjoy that. Enjoy. Like that. Come on, let's gather round. Don't be shy. If you want to have a recap, we're gonna have to wait your turn. But
Nobody gets left out. If you want a recap, you can have a recap.
Yeah. I'm just going to make one.
I'm just looking at the sisters and be like, are you permitted to have recap? Is that okay? Or do the tenets of your religion not allow you to have caffeine? And I'm going to ask it as a genuine question, but slightly seem like I'm taking the piss, but not take the piss. It's not a taking the piss question.
You definitely sound like you're taking the piss. Xanfe says, "I'm fine, thank you very much."
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Even though I didn't have to provide a service for you, that's fine. And then I'm just going to turn away from Xanthi because she obviously hates. I get the feeling that she doesn't like me. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I sense.
You can certainly get the feeling that she doesn't like you. That much is apparent.
Yeah. Mm. Well, I'll just have to. I'm just thinking in my head. I've got an inner monologue. I'm like, well, I'll just have to ignore that one. Then she's a stuffy bitch. Not in a nasty way. It's just what she'd think. My character. Okay. She has encountered. She's encountered religious types before, and she's a bit suspicious of them. On her home world, but we won't go into that now. Okay. Yeah, so I just basically offer it round. I'll offer it to what's your character called, Hayden? Sorry.
Clematis.
Clematis. Sister Clematis, would you care for a recap?
Oui. Messy.
Okay, and I'll pour a recap.
Courtney, as you look at Sister Clematis and you offer her the recap, you see that her face, it looks to you like her face is rotting and turning black with corruption and starting to slip away from her skull. And then you shake your head slightly and she's back to normal.
I'm like, yeah, it looks like you need this.
You
You
did look quite sure when you passed me it.
Oh. I'm just concerned that it might be a bit too strong. That's all.
Oh, okay.
No.
Are you taking a drink? Are you taking a drink of the recap?
I will partake of his recap. Yes.
Slash mutant juice.
Okay. And you feel better for it.
Good.
Well, thank you.
Kyoshi, I'll offer it to Kyoshi. He's been a gentleman and not let forward, but I doubt he would ever leap forward unless it was to chop my head off if I got a spell wrong. So I sensed it somehow.
The grip on the sword tightens.
Does that mean is that a yes? I would like recap. Thank you.
No. Thank you, Courtney. I do not.
Well, in the spirit of goodwill, I'll have your serving for myself. Thank you very much, Yoshi. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much.
And I'm just going to down another one and look a bit like wild-eyed.
Okay.
And just
fucking psychers wired on caffeine.
But I'm just going to put them down to the table, and you notice that my nails have been filed into claws, and I'm just sort of scratching the table a little bit. And then I just put them down off the table, and then next down by my side, because I realised that they look a bit creepy.
I'm just going to get a drink. I'll be right back.
I do not partake of stimulants.
Well, I wouldn't regard it as a stimulant. I might regard that as a stimulant. I'm going to point at the miasma.
Why do you find it stimulating?
I point at it, but I'm not looking at it. Well, things like that seems to have stimulated a bit of abnormality in this place, shall we say, without being too not to put too fine a point on it.
Oh, messy.
Miss Courtney is right, Clematis. That is the cause of the aberrations we have seen.
Ah,
I am sure of this.
Oh, you'll be all right. You've got your faith. I'll just I would ask though if you'd say a little prayer for me, you know, the little psychic girl. I'll say it quietly. The little
I will
psychic girl.
put a prayer in for you.
Yeah, please pray for me because I don't know if my defences are quite as good as yours.
I'll pray for you. So sweet.
I'm just going to look out the window wistfully, and side glance the Miasma.
Okay. So is James getting a drink or is he still with us?
Yes, well, I'm still in the same room. I'm
No.
doing it in the kitchen, so quite
Mate, I'll carry on then, so as long as you can hear me. I didn't know if you could hear me or not. So the rest of the journey then is uneventful. The temperature in the train is excessive, and you all sweat profusely. The landscape of go on.
Can I? I'm going to shed a few items of clothing, not too much. It's not. I'm not doing an Alexa.
Not doing an Alexa.
No, just virtually, like just the top half is going to be sort of stripped down, sort of the space program stuff.
Okay.
But like the trousers are going to remain the same. So I'll keep a bit of a cowl around me, like you know what I mean. So I look a bit like a belly dancer or Eastern princess, something like that. You know what I mean.
Okay.
I don't want this miasma to touch my blessed skin, so I'm gonna sweat it out.
Sister Zanfair is the same. She if she's feeling the heat, she tries not to show it.
I'm even might find myself some sort of like mesh thing to sort of deflect the sun a bit when I'm out there, because like I really don't want it on me because of my devoutness.
Yoshi's just going to sit with his eyes shut most of the time, just trying to meditate away the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How's that working for you, Kyoshi?
And I'm just gonna ban myself.
It is difficult. There is much distractive noise.
And then because his eyes are closed, I'm just gonna be like.
Okay, so the landscape of marshland and forest gives way to hills and mountains. The train raises in altitude as you approach your destination. The train makes several more stops at fly-speck settlements. There are few passengers remaining going to the settlement known as Lost Hope. And as the train reaches this townstead, you see it for the first time. It puts you in the mind of a prison camp. Huge sections of land are closed off with chain link fences. Enforcers dressed in flak armor and armed with stub-nosed auto rifles patrol in every direction and can be seen in abundance. And the patrols are often accompanied by dogs. Checkpoints dot every intersection. And as you disembark, the smell hits you with a massive force. The smell of human waste, the smell of fear, and the smell of death. Much of the settlement is little more than holding pens, packed with human and mutant product. You see at least 4 gallows, each packed with hanged men and women. You hear the barking of dogs and the wail and cries of the desperate. So you leave the train. You're on the station. You're going to head off to the settlement itself proper. Or is there anything else you're doing first?
Just gonna look around and take it in, and just get a sense of the place.
Okay, it's not a pleasant sense that you're getting.
I would like to try and mask my nose, put face covering on, pull my cowl up a bit just to try to block the smell out, because I do find it repulsive after being in Scintilla for a while. I'm a bit grossed out.
This is all of this is quite overwhelming for you, Sister Comatus. It's so far away from your experiences.
I'm pretty much freaked out at the moment.
Would common law Imperium or scholastic law legend be helpful in knowing about the Talan Desert Raiders?
Sure, common law Imperium would be correct. Do you want to
Yeah.
want to make a test? What do you want to know about the Talan?
I think the Talan are in where's that? Kadir.
Kadir is the one which is near the Iter, isn't it?
I want to dress like a Talan Desert Raider. I'm going to wrap up in a Laurence Olivier kind of.
Holy
style.
shit, Brownie. I was thinking a similar sort of thing, just wrapping my face with like a bit of something just to take the smell off as well, genuinely.
Yeah. It's say you know what you're about, Nixius, and you and it does keep some of the smell out and also keep some of the dust away.
I'm going to
So
observe.
you feel better for it.
I'm going to observe Nixius doing this and going, and just think that's a great idea, and just do the same because I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
And
Right,
what's the
very good.
temperature? Is it warm? Is it like?
Oh, it's baking. It's baking. It must be
Yeah,
it must be in the mid 30s at least.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay how I was and just like just like have the sort of like the bed, like the minimal on the top, and just like have my trousers and stuff like that, and then just wrap something around my face, and just and keep the rest of my stuff in a backpack because it's like my armor and stuff like that, just so.
I'm going to make sure my quill is tucked in.
Yeah.
Because you tell me this is a heretic world, and non-believers, so I'm going to try and hide my quilla, but still keep my obviously my gowns of that, and obviously I did say about mask my face.
Yep. Okay. All right.
It's
And you see that Sister Zanfei, she's got no visible signs of her faith on her as it stands, so she's taken the same precautions. Okay, Kiyoshi, are you making any special precautions before you head off into the settlement? Everyone else is going. Oh, you can't hear you, Dave. Everyone's going Lawrence of Arabia at the minute.
Yeah, I don't have any visible pillars as far as I'm aware. I don't think I'd have anything to Lawrence of Arabia myself with. I am devoid of scrap pieces of
I've got
cloth.
tassy robes, so what I've got gang leathers. So basically, I'm wearing I'll be wearing sort of some tight leather, sort of gang leather trousers, and then I'll take off the gang leather sort of jacket that I've got, and then put that over my shoulder, and then just use the tatty robe I've got and just tie it up and wrap it around. Not my head, but just like around my face and stuff as well in a similar style. Sort of go with that, and just because it's scorching hot, you don't want to be flipping wearing gang leathers in this. I know that much, so
Do we have any currency?
You do not have any of the local currency now.
Okay.
Quite an oversight.
Yes, more and more of the decisions of this Inquisitor seem almost bizarre. So are you heading up to the main entrance then? There's a squad of enforcers on there and some dogs. There's also like a heavy machine gun emplacement.
Nixios, perhaps you should give us our papers.
I handed them out on the
Train.
train.
That must have been while I was in meditation.
Can
Forgive
I
me.
read my papers just before so I know what name I am?
Yeah. I mean, I think your name. Is just the same. I don't know. Your profession has been put down on the papers as a spiritual advisor or chaplain.
What's my profession? I'll just so know.
I'm not quite sure actually. Yeah, I did actually mean to watch this back. Because you did have him as a magus at one point. I think you were a cook. Unless anyone's got anything different, we'll have you down as a cook.
Okay.
And what's mine?
You're a bodyguard. You and Sister Zanfei are bodyguard, and Nixius.
Easy roll.
Easy roll. Yes,
Yeah,
you did a bit.
Easy roll for Kiyoshi.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good idea that we have false IDs with our actual names on, considering the nonsense of the other group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think any of you can be relied to keep to a false name that stands. So
My name's
What was
Wolf.
that last session? Some of it I was intentionally getting the names wrong, and some of it I wasn't. And I
everyone else
started to
started joining
confuse
in.
myself.
Everyone started doing it. It was like you say, it was like
Yeah.
like a comedy sketch at one point.
It was
good.
Three
That was
Stooges,
good.
wasn't it?
It was
getting
Three
ridiculous.
Stooges. It was good. It did make me
When
laugh.
someone yawns and everybody else yawns after them.
Let's just hope that Deadeye James Johnson is on your side, because you're blown your cover totally with him. Okay.
I was under the influence of the delightful young lady from the casino. Right.
She knows everything, and now she's a millionairess.
Yeah. You dipped your whip too many times, man.
Yep. Twice too many.
I think
Touched
once.
it too much. Warp touched.
A pretty face and jet black eyes has always been my weakness.
No, I think it's just been. No, I think it's just been your weakness since you came to this place.
Right. What
Heresy detected.
Well, the minute you're stood on the train station, there's a path up to the main entrance of the settlement. You can hear the cries and the screams of anger coming from the settlement, and the smell is the worst.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a checkpoint with a squad of enforcers, dogs, and a heavy weapon emplacement.
What's that before I go in?
What's your what? Sorry.
I'm the slave trader, but
You
why
are,
am I,
yes.
where am I
So-
from?
Well, that is kind of up to you, because you made the identification, so you can make up any planet really. But the thing is that it would be a good idea not to be from the Calexis sector, because you're in a whole distant region of space. You're in the Cronus expanse, so you can pretty much make up any planet you like. But it'd be unwise to say that you're from where you're actually from Scintilla, for example.
Yeah.
The thing about 40k is most people have never left the home world and have never even heard of any other planet other than where they're from, and probably Terra. That's about it.
Well,
Exactly right.
I'll just say we're from this planet then. What's the biggest city on this planet? Or would it be
The problem
obvious?
with saying that we're from this planet is the problem with saying we're from this planet, James, is we don't know very much about this planet.
Yeah.
You're also quite obviously not from the planet, so it's maybe best just to make up another world.
Oh, look at the welcoming committee. I feel safe already.
Look at the size of my gun.
They're
I need a planet.
those are big guns.
Who's got a planet?
And they look well oiled. They look well oiled. They look like they're a well oiled machine.
Always nice.
All the planets.
Yoshi has the biggest guns here.
I'm just going to wink at your character. And just going to wink.
All the planets we're from, James, are from the Calexis sector. So we should just make up a fucking random name of a planet.
People around here might be well aware of what planets they're surrounded by. You're awake, man.
There is like space travel. There is space travel to and from, to and from off world. So even if they know planets in the area, it could well be you could be from a different system. So it'd be quite easy for you to make up a planet's name, and no one would probably know any better. This planet's called Orpheus.
Yeah, I nearly said that.
Orpheus 4, in fact, as in it's the Orpheus system, and this is the fourth planet thereof.
Okay. Do we approach the? I'm going to follow James's lead on this one because he's the boss. Okay. So, yeah. I'll just fall in behind James, Dave, and Hayden.
So Nixius, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to send my bodyguard to liaise with these fucking. I'm getting a planet that we're from.
Okay, very good. I'm going to go for a quick slash while you make up some world.
I do know of one planet in this region of space. Kiyoshi knows of one planet. He actually knows of a couple, but there's one that he hasn't been to, but he is aware exists. It's the first planet you encounter when you enter this region of space.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's called Footfall. Is the name of it. But I don't know anything about it. Footfall.
Footfall. That's an actual
No,
planet.
Footfall.
Oh,
and I know, and I know nothing about it as Kiyoshi at all. I just know it exists.
What did you settle on there, Brownie?
Just where are we from? The Epsilon system. That'll be
Epsilon.
Epsilon 3.
Okay, so all of your identification papers will have the Epsilon system on there. So what you've got is some they're like passports in effect. So these will be issued by the administration in the capital city, which you pass by on the way here. So they'll give you your identification. You've also got some slave transfer papers specifically for slave who is of interest.
Slaves of interest, you say?
Pardon me? Sorry?
Slaves of interest.
Yeah, you've got there's a particular slave that you are here to acquire.
Yeah.
Well, he goes by the name of Talos Greyheart.
Okay.
Talos Greyheart, but actually his cover name, which is the name you've got on your transfer papers, was Rufus Maguire. So his actual real name is Talos, but that's not the name which he had while he was on the planet. So you've got transfer papers which will allow you to take possession of this slave, which show your ownership has been transferred from the original owner to yourselves. This should allow you to go and pick him up and take him back with you.
Yeah.
So, are you heading up to the main entrance, or is there anything else you would like to do first?
I would like to proceed.
Okay, you're heading up, or just some of you?
I'm just following James. I'm his bodyguard.
Okay.
And I will follow in tow too. What planet did we say?
Epsilon, I believe.
Epsilon 3.
Epsilon 3.
Okay, so you head up. They're basically all following your lead, Nixius. So are you heading up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so as you approach, the dogs start barking, and they seem to take a special dislike to Courtney, and the enforcers have to try and hold them back. As you walk up to the checkpoint, one of the enforcers comes up to you and goes, "Papers, please."
Of course, my good man. Yeah, hand my papers over.
Okay, checks your identification.
Okay, I'm just holding mine out.
Okay.
You don't need to see his identification.
He checks each of the passports in turn, and he goes. He speaks to you again, Nixius, and says, "What's your business in Lost Hope?"
Yeah, slaves. Particularly skilled slaves. I'm always on the lookout for manpower, skilled manpower I can trade to the right people.
Very
Skilled
good.
individuals are always in high demand.
I suggest you go down to the administration center.
What? Any particular reason?
Well, that is where most of the trading in slaves can occur.
Well, thank you very much.
Of course, that of course is the markets and the auctions.
Marvellous. What time do the auctions take place?
Well, you missed today's auctions. They normally start pretty early. Tomorrow's will be starting around 8 o'clock.
I see. Could you possibly point me in the direction to...
Went in?
To an inn? Yes, quite.
Yeah. There's we've only got the one, to be fair. It's called the Last Chance. You can find it over by the main square.
Last chance to acquire slaves.
Sure indeed.
Right. Well, brilliant. If everything's in order, we'll be on our way then. Thank you.
He says, yes, your papers are in order. Please move along.
Marvelous. Thank you. Cheerio.
Okay. So you head into the settlement proper. Much of the settlement seems to be taken over by slave pens. And it's actually, the settlement itself doesn't seem to have too many, it's not like Port Chula, even though you've not been there yet. It's not like Port Chula where there's all these different thriving industries and different things to be offered. So here, it seems quite a
5 million.
Pardon?
Did you say the population 5 million?
No. That was the city that you passed through. They lost hope. It's much smaller. It's probably smaller than the Changa City or Port Chula. So you would estimate that the actual civilian population here might be as little as 5,000, but the slave population will be much larger, perhaps as much as who knows, maybe 60,000 or more. So the slaves are vastly outnumbering the actual people here.
What sort of time of day is it, Alan? Is it?
It's quite late.
Evening?
It's early evening, maybe around 6 o'clock.
Okay. So are we clear of the checkpoint?
Yeah, you've got past the checkpoint and you're into the settlement proper. The smell is even worse now. And as you head towards the main square, you see the inn, which you were told about. And there's also a large administration centre. And a sort of general store as well.
Okay.
But it's quite subdued. There doesn't seem to be many, it's not a thriving settlement. It's quite subdued.
Do we secure our target first or take lodging for the evening?
I would suggest we go and ask if we can view our produce for tomorrow. It might give us a better chance.
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. Well, first of all, let's go and acquire some lodging. Oh, mind you, if none of us have any credit to do so.
I can front the bill.
Oh, marvellous. Were you given finance?
I was. For the group.
Yes.
Monsieur, are you a chaperone?
Yes. I am here to protect you. I am here to guide you and protect you from harm.
Oh, save me from myself.
I'm going to move a bit closer to Kyoshi. Put my hand in his big arms, but in a holy way. And go, I see that you are strong, brother. Please
I'm going to move to the other side of him. I'm going to move to the other side of him and be like,
Yeah, he looks like he's packing it.
Well, let's go get some lodging, and then we can try and the local slave scene.
Okay.
I suppose we can inquire right there as well. You are right.
I'll get more than a grunt.
I would like to be out of this shithole outside as soon as possible and get a wash.
but that's what he thinks that quietly.
So, are you going to head to the inn then? Did I hear you say? Is that your plan?
I suppose we've got to follow Brown his lead, don't we? So yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the group funds guys until we meet Quintius. I have a secret mission to give it all to him.
Where's that? Where's that?
I don't really. I don't.
Then he can give you back the 75 drachma.
You head off to the inn, which is called the Last Chance.
Okay.
And I shall move you onto the map. So,
That's fucking perfect, mate.
Oh, a new map.
okay, so you arrive at the tavern. You're stood in the courtyard.
White Bubba.
I
Only purple last time, the same guy.
think Bubba,
Green.
the
Was
Bubba at Totty's
yeah.
green is like an orc.
Yeah, it's
almost.
green,
But yeah.
eh?
Mhm.
We got nice. Can he change his colour by choice, or is that a different avatar?
It's a different token.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it's obviously very, very similar. You'll see if you keep your eye open between mine and Dave's games, you'll see quite a lot of repeats on the
I know. I've
tokens
noticed
over time. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
there's only so
Albert.
many. There's only so many. So
Oh, yeah.
Finding tokens is a mission in itself sometimes.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. I love what you all do.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy. So, you heading in?
I'm gonna boot the door to the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes a real racket when you do so, and you notice that the tavern's quite quiet as you walk in, and immediately one of the enforcers who's sat at the bar turns around and looks at you. His helm is on the bar itself.
I'm sorry about that. I've got a nervous twitch. Like, I need a drink.
Okay.
Yes, that's the behaviour of a chef, all right.
Okay. So
What the hell's going on here? This kitchen is a disgrace. I'll go.
Yeah, it's better.
You call that a sausage sandwich? I'm gonna stick it in your ass if you don't make me a better one in 5 seconds. Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna say that's the enforcer. That would be ludicrous.
dangerous.
I'm gonna stick like glue to Nixios like a bodyguard should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You walk
right.
in.
So,
Head up to the bar and inquire about lodging for me and my entourage.
Howdy, partner. How many rooms you be looking for? Is it one each or one between the lot of you?
I can
Just,
share. I don't mind.
One for the males and one for the female.
I'm not that fussed. I have not seen a man in a long
Very
time.
good. Yeah. There'll be 30 drachma for 2 rooms for the night.
Right, marvelous. Thank you very much. Well, is there bedding for all my companions?
Each room has a double bed. And he looks around and says, "I guess one of you have to sleep on the floor.
That won't
Unless you all wanna snuggle together."
Honestly, I'm gonna look around and be like, just shrug my shoulders.
Whatever works, I suppose.
Well, is there at least some kind of sofa in the same room?
Oh no, there's no sofa. There's a comfy chair in there.
Has anybody got
Torture room. It's a torture room. Don't do it. It's the hostel.
The chair, no.
Do not worry, my friend. I will take the comfy chair. It is no problem.
penitence?
Oh, 30 drachma, please, gentlemen.
Puddles. Yeah.
Yoshi
Can we look at
Yoshi rummages
with pocket money eyes?
Yoshi rummages in a pouch and pulls out 30 drachma and puts it on the bar.
Okay. So the barman licks his lips and takes the money. And he hands over 2 keys. He goes, rooms are upstairs. Okay.
I'm going to snatch both keys. I'm going to give one to Xanthi.
Okay, she takes it and she nods at you.
This is so easy to roleplay.
Am I allowed to
Okay.
do anything, or is it turn? Or
There's no turn based at this stage. We're not an initiative or anything like that. You just speak up if you want to do something.
I would like to turn around and talk to the enforcer, what I'm stood next to. If that's okay.
Yeah, of course it is. Enforcer goes, "Howdy, stranger." Can't use stranger anymore, can I? Howdy, stranger.
Bonjour,
He
monsieur.
looks you up and down. Can't say I've seen you around these parts before.
Well,
'Cause
you would
it's strange.
remember. You would remember me, wouldn't you? Especially with my beautiful hair.
Because I surely would. I could never forget a lady as dazzling as yourself. May I
You do
buy
it
you
to
a
a charm, mister.
May I buy you a drink?
Oh,
buy you a drink?
yes, we.
Should have never let her out of the convent. It was suicide.
And the
Well,
enforcer goes, sarsaparilla. And
what is this drink? I have not had this before, sir.
oh, what do you mean you never had sarsaparilla? You jesting with me?
No. I'm just a fancy off welder, I would suppose. I have just come here, and I'm on a mission with my friends to buy myself some slaves. Well, to buy my master some slaves. I'm here for support, as
Oh,
it
man.
said, as it were.
Yeah, good.
It's,
This is
I want to make good fun of my time here.
he says this is a local delicacy. And
Oh,
the barman
didn't know
comes
it.
and brings over 2 glasses with some kind of alcoholic root drink. Root beer-like drink. And he
I will
says,
take a sip first, and
okay.
cheers. I'll cheers him as well. To
okay.
you, because you
No.
look like a strong man who does a good job. I have a good feeling about you. Now I clink him.
He goes, oh, shucks. And he clinks the glass. You have a sip. It tastes nice, but have you had alcohol before, Clematis?
Clematis has had alcohol.
Holy wine, maybe?
Holy wine. She's
Yeah,
holy wine.
so you recognise the taste of alcohol.
Remember, we brew our own in these holy convents. We're not
So
shit.
you're not that much of a shut-in. So yeah, you recognise it's alcohol drink.
Yeah. Oh, really? So this is magnifique. You are spoiling me. And I'll just undo my blouse a little bit at the top, only slightly bit. I say, oh, it's so hot on your planet, and just fan my top of my dress, only just showing enough. Have the top part of my cleavage showing, only just enough for that, and just fan my face with it so it gets a little bit of a view.
He goes. He obviously notices. He doesn't make any sort of. He doesn't seem to be hiding the fact that he notices either. And he goes, "Sure, it is unconscionable heat, ain't it? This is surely the hottest I remember it being in many years. And they say it's going to get hotter still. They say it's going to be the hottest year on record. So
When
we
is the
describe,
best?
say.
So when is the best time to go out to avoid this heat, and when is the best time to go and buy? Is it in the heat of the day, or do they host it in the morning like a sensible?
Yeah, the slave auctions tend to be fairly early in the morning. They often start around 8 o'clock. It's still hot then, to be fair.
Wow,
Yeah, that's when the auctions are if you want to get fresh product.
Wow, merci, monsieur. And when would you say is the best time to avoid in the day?
Oh, well, surely any time after high noon is it's pretty impressive.
And I'll giggle to High Noon and say, High Noon, and cheers him. So I can enjoy myself.
Okay. So while Sister Clematis is enjoying a drink with the enforcer, what's everyone else doing?
I've got
Yoshi, you notice Sister Xanfe looking over at Sister Clematis with an unreadable expression.
I'm going to sit at the table and carve a Ouija board into it with my claws.
I think we should all go upstairs and check the lodgings. Get rid of any excess baggage that we carry.
Okay.
Good.
You're heading
when-
upstairs to your room.
As
And I will,
Nixios,
to you.
go on, Hayden.
Speak!
As Nixios says that, I'm gonna just approach Clematis, not like right up in a grill, just take a step towards us and go, Clematis, perhaps we should check into our rooms.
Oh, yes, that is a very good idea. I am sorry, sir. What is your name so I can talk to you another time? Thank you very much for the drink.
What's his name, Alan?
You want to know my name?
What's his
I've got
name,
a
Alan?
perfectly good name, and I'll tell you it right now. My name's Adrian. And he extends his hand out.
That is a strong name. I've heard in some countries it means fire.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, I'm
Like-
surely very pleased to make your acquaintance. Clematis, was it?
It is Clematis or Clem for short if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll call you Clem anytime.
No, thank you very much, Adrian, but my master beckons, and we all have jobs to do. Au revoir.
So I'm just laughing at Johnny laughing at me.
Well done,
I'm
Alan.
totally
the pause
uncomfortable,
there
by
was,
the way.
the pause there was barely perceptible. You dropped straight into Adrian, it was excellent.
Hey, I love it when people ask me the names of random NPCs who I'm not done any filler on.
I was only flirting with him for information, and Alan didn't even make me roll for any. Got good information.
It's because you
Okay.
flashed some boob. If you flash boob, you don't have to roll.
I don't think there's not a single man who sat at a bar and he gets a bit of boob flash by a gorgeous lady. He's not going to tell her everything she wants to hear. So
I only just did the top of my cleavage. That's it. Just a little snippet of hope.
If I, as Dave, was sat at a bar and a woman came up and asked me what time the slave auction started, I would go out the next day, create a slave trade just so I had an answer for her.
Yeah, exactly right. So you head up to the room,
Too
guys.
easy. It should have been female ages ago.
You head up to the room, guys, and it is tidy and functional, and yeah, it's a nice place.
Okay. Maybe we should get something to eat. Is that permitted on this voyage? Perhaps.
It would be advisable.
Well, Mr. Moneybags, come on, flash the cash.
I'm gonna have to go for a quick flash.
This is why I was given the funds.
1 second, people. We are up here for a reason. 1, we are checking out our rooms. 2, we're going to all decide where we're going to sleep. And 3, we need to do something today so we don't waste time. We are on time and we cannot be thinking about this and that. We need to know what time we do, who we're going to buy, and where they are, and what we're going to buy on. And that is it.
We must visit the administratum sector, but Courtney is right. It has been many hours since we ate. Perhaps we should split the group.
Of course.
Of course.
How about we all get sustenance and then head off to the administration?
Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Split the group.
Yeah, I love it.
No, we shouldn't.
Split it 4 ways. That's the best.
It's 4 ways.
5! Alan, you need to roleplay with yourself. Yeah,
Okay, guys.
let's do
So
that
what's
then.
the plan then? So you sat in the room. What would you like to do?
So me and Nixios are sharing. I'm giving Nixios the key, by the way, the one I didn't give Xanthi. And the girls are sharing the other one, yeah? Have we all got? We have got combeads,
You've all
haven't
got
we?
combis, yes, and Nixius has a long range of ox as well.
Yeah. Before me and Nixios head into the room just to dump whatever gear we're dumping, I'm just going to say to Xanthi and the other girls, if you need me, you call. And I tap my earpiece. And then just follow Nixios into the room.
Okay. Right. So you're going to get a night's sleep. Is that the plan, or what are you going to do?
No.
No. Or
No, what's the
it's
time?
fairly early. It's fairly early. It's a bit early on.
Yeah. We're going
Get
to get sustenance in the bar.
Okay, so you're gonna go down and get a meal in the bar.
Yeah, and then we'll head towards the administration.
Nous mangeons ensemble. We eat together.
Very good, very good. So you head down to the bar. You the meal of the day is clam chowder.
I don't know what that is. Sorry, clam chowder.
Make a toughness test.
Le clam chowder.
The clam chowder. Yes, of course.
Chowder de la clam.
The chowder of the clam. Oh my god.
Okay, so a round of meals will cost 15 drachma in total. So 3 drachma each.
Hiyoshi will cough up the 15 drachma. It is said that previous expeditions, individuals have frittered away money on cheap thrills. hence why I have been placed in charge. Yeah, I've taken that off, Al. I've taken the money for the room and the food off.
Okay, good stuff.
It's not wrong.
Is there a cheap frills allowance?
No.
Listen, the only thrill
How
is
dare
working
you?
for the Emperor and being bathed in his light and his glory. It's stay on mission, people.
Lemaitis speaks the truth.
Well, I can bathe things in light and glory. It just doesn't look very glorious. That's all.
Well, I saw the last thing you bathed in light and glory and it melted to the floor. I
Yes,
would not
that's
like to be bathed like that.
like a candle in the wind. Yeah.
Somehow that just came from somewhere in the warp and just had to come out. And then I just look away.
Candle in the warp.
I look
Anyway,
away.
mon sorcerer idiot.
Literally.
Nous mangeons ensemble.
Right, so
No, sorry, in French translators, neither my sorcerer idiot. We eat together. But you don't know that because you don't speak French.
Yeah, that's what.
it's not
What
it's not French. It's not French. It's the Hive Tarsus dialect of Low Gothic.
Oh, sorry, half
That's what it
Tarsus.
is.
Half Tarsus. That's it.
Half Tarsus.
Half Tarsus.
right, so-
that's the Yorkshire version of Hive Tarsus.
So what we're doing? We're eating
Half
this meal.
Tarsus.
Yeah, and then we're going to split and go check out the administrator and see if we can get a heads up. Perhaps we can get some a head start on the slave.
Okay.
So the food is good quality. It's fresh. A lot of you are used to kind of heavily processed food, especially those who grew up in the Hive City. Some of you, for example, Johnny, you're used to kind of fresh food, but not everyone is. It depends what sort of planet you come from. But this is good quality clam chowder.
This is delicious. Oh, it's really starting to feel like a holiday now. It is starting to feel
Okay.
I mean mission. And I look at Kyoshi meaningfully. Mission. Not holiday.
So
mission.
you want to head off to the admin center, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get your food down, yeah, and you head off into the settlement.
Sorry, c'est bon nutrier. Dude.
You've got to translate it, haven't you?
I've got the other ones, but I was trying to look food up in French. That's why I went wrong on it. I know all the in between words, but I get stuck on some words because they change it with if it's we. Anyway, let's go on with the game.
I'm getting wait. I can't wait to unleash some psychic fromage. So I'm ready.
Good.
I'm ready.
Very good.
I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay. So you head off to the admin center. It's a kind of well fortified building in the center of town. And as you head up, you see that there's several squads of enforcers.
There'll be a
protecting the building.
It'll be a fromage à trois. Yeah.
And as you head over,
Season 3.
one of the enforcers will come up to you and ask, "What's your business?"
Oh, there's an psychics again.
No, I'm very I'm not going to say that.
I'm in the business of trading slaves, and as I understand it, there'll be a market in the early hours of the day. Perhaps there's somebody I can speak to and get a little heads up on how the trade works in this city, and perhaps what slaves will become available. Well,
He goes, papers, please.
I'll show my papers.
My papers are up.
Okay, so he checks that. He goes, trader, I see. Yeah, perhaps the head administrator will speak to you.
Marvelous. Can my entourage come with me? I require, of course, my bodyguard, and I wouldn't want to leave the rest of my civilian entourage without their bodyguard as well.
Entourage du fromage.
The the enforcer gazes you up and down, and he takes a measure of you as a group, and he looks like he's not concerned. So he escorts you inside.
I need a fucking beret. I really do. I really do. Can we go to the market and get a beret?
You find yourself in in the admin center. There are a number of clerks working various tables, shuffling papers and the like. You
They're
see
clerking.
a
They're clerking, which is nothing like twerking. Or maybe it is in this planet. We don't know.
Lurking is not like twerking, Johnny. So
Shuffling
you
papers.
see a mutant being interviewed at one of the tables over in the corner. It's a horrific monkey-like mutant with a prehensile tail.
I'm going to resist the urge to laugh out loud.
And you were escorted into the head administrator's room, and you're offered recast.
Okay.
Oh,
I've got a
Kyoshi's looking everywhere for weapons, seeing who is armed, what they're armed with.
Okay, so I've moved you onto a map for the admin center. So the enforcers are dressed in modern armor that you think would be equivalent to flak armor, and they're armed with some kind of. Sorry, Johnny.
Sorry, can I try and sense? Is there any way I can try and sense if who would be the most useful person, most knowledgeable person in this room to talk to?
Sure.
So
Let me just finish my description for Dave of the weapons. So
yeah, sorry.
So the enforcers are dressed in kind of modern flak armor, and they're armed with stub-nosed autoguns. Inside the building, there doesn't seem to be many people who are armed. The clerks don't seem to be armed. The mutant, he's not armed, but you think he might be dangerous in a fight. There's something quite dangerous and bestial about the mutant who's being interviewed. The head administrator himself doesn't appear to be armed. So mostly it's just the enforcers who are protecting the building. So as for Johnny's question, so you want to kind of try and work out who's the most intelligent person to speak to.
Yeah,
probably the head administrator.
Yeah, I sense we should talk to the head administrator.
Quite
Your
possibly.
powers.
Oh, perception, I
Your
suppose.
powers of the perception are incredible, Courtney.
Well, I'm not
by the way, as we're walking,
liability.
Sorry, guys, I can't hear when you're talking over each other. What?
Yeah.
One at a time.
As
please.
we're walking through the building and we head into the office, Kiyoshi sort of subconsciously mutters to himself, and anyone close enough might hear. He just goes, 30 seconds.
Okay, and what are you saying, Johnny?
I've forgotten. Completely forgotten. I was just saying, I'm not just a pretty face and a potential liability. That's what I was saying. So.
Okay. The head administrator ignores all of your entourage. He speaks directly to Nixius and goes, "Oh, hello, my good man. Trade is it? I don't believe I've seen you around here before. I make a habit of knowing all the traders who come and go to Lost Hope. Is this your first time here?"
Yes, it is. Traveling
Splendid.
throughout the region, seeking notable slaves with capable skills that I can trade on.
Very good, very good. I am head administrator Calaris, and I know this settlement like the back of my hand. I've been head administrator here for 25 years. I shall have you know, yes, and nothing goes by here that escapes.
Quite the experience.
Yes. So tell me, how may I be of assistance to you? You seeking what exactly are you seeking from me?
Well, there's the odd slave of note whose name I already had mentioned to me, who I will be seeking out. But I also understand that there's a slave auction tomorrow morning, and I was wondering if there's any kind of information you could give me on what slaves will be on sale tomorrow.
Yes, of course. I shall tell you that right now. And he says, you say you're after skilled slaves. You say?
Yes, absolutely. What was well, yes, all sorts, really.
Well, I know one of the lots tomorrow. Are some electricians. And there are some skilled whittlers that can be found.
What about what was our man proficient in?
Whittlers.
Whittlers. Those who whittle wood. And carve.
With tiny chess pieces.
But the guy who you were made aware of, you understand that he's not necessarily a skilled slave. He's been put to work in the mines, as far as you're aware, the cobalt mines. That's the information that you've been given. But to be honest, tomorrow's auction, it is mostly unskilled labor, and there is a significant portion of gifted slaves. That is one area where we specialize at Lost Hope. You understand? Gifted slaves.
Gifted.
Yes, gifted by the plenty.
Extrapolate that might be something to do with
Make an intelligence test, please.
unique physical characteristics.
Extrapolating.
A what?
An intelligence test, please. Okay, you make the extrapolation quite quickly and easily that he's talking about mutants that have been blessed by the power of the warp rift. That seems the most likely explanation to you.
Of course. Why else would anybody come to this planet except looking for gifted individuals?
Yeah, quite.
I'll.
This is a mixed bag, of course. You understand some of the gifted ones do not take their gifts very well, and sometimes they have been known to fall to ruin in short order.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean over to
a limited lifespan on the trade.
We cannot offer any guarantees. That is all I'm saying. But of course, with a risk comes great opportunity as well. Okay. He looks to you, Sister Comatus, who's holding a hand up. Yes, my dear. The men are speaking.
my Lord and Master. I was going to remind my Lord and Master of something. I'm sorry to speak out of turn.
Okay,
So I'm just reading towards what's it called? What's your guy called, Brownie?
Nix.
I'm going to reach to Nix and whisper in his ear. Can you ask for some good mining stock?
Well, Matis, your voice just got incredibly deep all of a sudden.
It's the corruption of the miasma.
I know. Sorry. I'm really trying to put my voice on it.
Well, mining stock.
No,
of course,
it makes sense to do.
He says, mining stock, of course. I mean, most unskilled labor can be put to work in the mines, of course, and work them hard. That's what I say. Work them hard and squeeze the juice out of them.
to tour these mines and see the mining area for myself?
I'm just going to giggle when he says that. So,
We've already lost it, Johnny. There's already been too many innuendos. We're just gonna have to.
I do
Push on.
apologise.
We just have to push on deep further into innuendo.
Deeper.
So can you repeat that? Can you repeat that, please, James? I got distracted by perverted Carter for a second.
Not even that bad. That's terrible.
Perverted Garda.
We're all slaves.
Sorry, James. What are you asking the head administrator, please?
Yoshi, would you mind silencing the bloody cook?
I'm afraid he's just
Rodney.
speaking out of character at the moment. So, Bellamy, is that?
Possible to have some kind of tour of the mining facilities around these parts?
Well, I
I've
mean,
The lady I'm looking for might be currently in one of these. In fact, allow me to share with you this description of the chap we're looking for. Maybe you can point me in the right direction.
You think this is a specific slave you're looking for? Most irregular.
Oh, well.
He was previously a slave of ours and escaped. He must be taken back and punished. We will, of course, pay.
I see, but yes, I mean the mining facilities. There are countless mines in the region. It's one of our main exports, ores and minerals, of course. So I couldn't. There are too many mines to speak of. Let us see if we can narrow it down. And he takes the information that you give him.
Give them the mine address then, because someone's got it, haven't they?
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't realise the mines were so numerous. But yes, by all means, I'm sure we can narrow something down.
I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this, but this really is most irregular. And he calls one of the clerks who comes, gives one of the information to one of the clerks who goes off, and he starts to run some numbers.
You must understand that this is a matter of reputation. We simply cannot have slaves escaping our facility.
I understand, of course.
Who knows what would happen to the rest of the slaves?
You must show them no leniency. No leniency at all. Why, we hang slaves every day as a warning to the others. Those who are the slowest or weakest. The clerk comes back. I don't even want to know what Johnny's laughing at. I daren't ask at this point. So one of the clerks come back. And he goes, "Yes, we have a match here. It is the slave I mentioned is at the Cobalt Mine, 328 Alpha." And the head administrator goes, "Yes, we do have your man there. It would seem. I'd be surprised if he's still alive, to be honest. Life is short in the Cobalt Mines."
Well, even if it's a full
fucking
errand,
hell.
I simply must
Jesus
know.
wept. I just had a suicide bird fly into my window. Happens from time to time, and it always shits me up, Saint Colonic. Really does. You know what I mean? I just went suiciding in. You might live, you might die, but yeah. Oof. Oh fuck! Sorry.
Has it left a greasy outline of his feathers?
Not this time, but it has happened.
Maybe he was
directed.
directed. Maybe he was sent.
So he goes, I must confide in you for a second. No. Let me see your papers, please. Papers, please.
Of course, sir.
Are you handing over your identification?
Yeah.
You don't need to see his identification.
He takes your identification and he asks for it from all of you. Are you all giving up your identification papers?
Yes.
And he starts to look at them each in turn.
Quizzically.
And then he goes to his drawer and he pulls out a little magnifying glass, which he holds, and time passes as he looks over each of your identification papers in detail. And he goes, and he waves his hand to one of the clerks and says, "Bring the spectroscopy device." One of the clerks comes back.
Yoshi. Am I all right to move while this is going on, Alan?
Yeah, you can move. So one of the clerks, just move yourself
Slightly.
away.
I'm just gonna move over here by the door.
Okay, so one of the clerks comes back in with some kind of device. Some kind of device, and it looks like a cart.
There's no match for my administration skills in the Inquisition. Do not fear.
And it's this strange-looking piece of technology. The administrator starts to scan each of the identification papers in turn, and he takes a long time over this.
It's a bloody good job at Pastoral Ritual.
All the clerks are like Primarchs.
He says, yes,
I
go on. You are...
I'm drawing one of my many knives, but I'm keeping it held up, like blade up, my forearm away from everyone, so no one can really see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so make an agility
in my
test.
hand away, like the hand furthest away from.
I'd like you to make an agility test at plus 30 because no one's really looking at you at this point. The administrator is purely focused on the paperwork.
2.7 degrees of success.
Okay, so you don't think anyone sees you as you do this, Kyoshi?
Okay.
The administrator speaks out and goes, well, yes, your papers are in perfect order, but you can't blame me for being too cautious, of course. I mean, I have never seen your faces around here before. Yes, as I was going to say, I must confide in you. There have been some disruptions to the ore shipments, and this mine, this 328 Alpha, was one of the first. We haven't had a shipment of cobalt out of there for at least 2 weeks. I believe an enforcer squad was sent in.
Spread.
Yes, rebellion.
This opportunity. You must make haste.
Yes. I believe the whole mine has rebelled. There's been an uprising. I mean, they are pinned in. They're pinned in the mine, but we sent a squad in, and there's been no response from them. And so I've had to send for reinforcements from the city.
Oh, how about? Can I whisper into my lord's ear again?
You can. What you want to say?
Lord Nix.
As long as you whisper really deeply.
Lord Nix. Lord Nix. He's not listening.
Right.
Okay, Lord Nix. I suggest we offer our services, paid services, to go and clear the mine ourselves, to maybe find this man and try to stem the uprising.
Restore order.
We can maybe get paid for it.
They're only slaves.
How many slaves is there in one of these mining facilities?
To that, Curly says, yes, they are only slaves. There should be no match for a squad of enforcers in full armor and weaponry. There should be no match for that. I don't know what the bloody hell's going on in there.
Oh, how many is there?
Slaves, well, I would say, let me check. And he beckons to the clerk and he says, at last count, we had 240 slaves, most of them gifted mind in the mines. Yes. Obviously, the enforcers themselves and the overseer. Good man, the overseer. I selected him myself.
What is his name?
Is he handy with a whip?
Oh, yes. Stern, he is Stern. His name, I'll tell you his name right now. Overseer Deckdray. Overseer Deckdray.
Deckdray, okay.
Deckdray.
Well,
Deckdray.
we'll need directions to this mine.
Well, yes. I shall sort you your transit papers. This will give you permission to
His
head
name
into that region.
His name is Mr. Tickle.
Mr. Tickle. Are you saying that, Johnny?
Tickle's
Are you thinking it?
I'm just thinking it, Mr. Tickle's word.
Okay, he stamps up 5 sets of transit papers, which will give you permission to head out to mine 328 Alpha. And he hands them over to you.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much.
And he says, "Yes, this will give you permission to travel out to that region, and I suggest you hire a flatbed truck to take you up there. Save yourself the slog. Yes. You can normally find them at the north end of the settlement. I recommend you get Boab. He's a particularly reliable driver. If you can stand the scent.
Boab.
Boab.
Wow.
Can one of my bodyguards drive?
It sounds reliable.
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
All
I
can drive
cannot.
is Electricitio Divinitatis.
Fortunately, I can only pilot a spacecraft.
Nope.
We'll hire a truck and a driver. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Okie dokie.
This is going
No,
quite smoothly at the moment. We could have spent all night getting pissed at the end, but we went on mission.
Yep.
Kiyoshi's homeworld maybe doesn't have cars. That would explain why he doesn't drive. Maybe. I don't know.
My woman spent all her life in a church.
Mine levitate.
I would imagine that not many people in the 41st millennium can drive. Because most people just fucking wake up, work in some horrific factory, go home, try to avoid getting stabbed by some fucking psycho or a gene stealer, and then repeat that forever and die.
Ramsey can drive. So can Arnie.
Ramsey, yeah,
God.
Ramsey
Oh,
learned to drive.
God.
Ramsey learned to drive on a space hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
at least
obviously, I
in
was
Halfling.
making armored forklift trucks around.
Yeah.
They only need small vehicles. It's only Halfling.
Okay.
Speeding down those corridors.
What's happening, then,
Ramsey's got a
guys?
special chair.
You've got your,
We're gonna.
You've got your transit papers.
Let's get the fuck out of here. First of all, I'll ask him, are there any kind of rewards for bringing order and stability back to this mine?
You think you can do what my enforcers can't? Do you? And he starts to look you all up and down.
What
Yoshi's just glowering at him.
Yeah,
We
what
can.
if we
We
can?
can try.
Make an intimidation test, please, Kiyoshi.
I will.
Give us a chance, mister. You won't regret it.
Straight intimidation.
Well, I mean, do you have the skill?
I do.
You do? Oh, okay.
Is it
Yeah.
just?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just make a rough. I assumed you'd be testing it half, but no, go for it.
Yeah, 3 degrees of success.
It seems you're staring. There must be something about your look, something about that stare. He goes, yes, well, yes, that's a great idea. Perhaps you can sort this little problem out for me. Yes, of course, you shall be rewarded handsomely.
I recall some uprisings being put down with poison gas. Perhaps we can come up with some similar.
Yes, I do recommend if you have some poison gas available, I do recommend that approach. It's be efficient. But no, we don't have any supplies of that here. I've sent for reinforcements from Changa City. That may be the approach that they take, but I mean, who knows when they could get here? I want to get that mine back up in operation as soon as possible.
What of the local Arbeits?
Arbeits? You mean the enforcers?
Yeah, I mean the Arbeits, Imperial Arbeits.
Imperial Arbeits? I don't quite follow you.
Well, I believe we can provide sufficient insistence.
But yes, I mean, and I must be truthful with you. It's not the only mine, this 328 Alpha, to go down. It was the first, but I think I've lost contact with numerous of the mines. Let me see. And he starts to wave at one of the.
Map.
Hmm?
Does he have a map? Should see if there's any kind of link between them.
Okay, it is. Yes, I can show you mine. Yes, there's three more mines, so 4 in total, and he brings a map over and starts to show it over. Make an intelligence test. Can anyone assist you with this? I don't know. So you're making an evaluation as if you can see a pattern. So it's kind of like an analytical test, something like logic. Do you
I'm not
have
sure if I
logic,
have
Brownie?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
No.
So I'd like you to let's have a look, Nixius. Do you have logic? I don't believe you do.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you are not. You can't see any discernible pattern, but you are not certain if that is just that you cannot see it in such a short space of time.
I must admit, I cannot discern if there's any link between them. But if you could,
Oh, they're
Check-
all mines, Master. They're all mines. I'm just going to pipe up and say that they're all mines.
No,
What is this woman saying? What does she mean? Please be quiet. These are serious discussions that we're having here.
I'm gonna glare at him.
And Xanthe gives you a little nudge with her arm.
I'm going to give him one too.
Nudge, nudge.
Really hard one in his ribs.
Ooh.
I'm going to set myself on fire and kill us all.
Go for it.
yeah, fuck it. Storm.
Go on.
I'm afraid you have awesome powers, but they're not like they come at times of stress. They don't necessarily come at command.
Just jab me in the ribs. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that, is it? I'm just gonna. I'll wait outside.
I'm going to whisper in your ear.
My
You
lord.
were just a cook. Stay in character.
Anybody want a sandwich? A processed.
No, thank you, cook.
Recycled bacon.
I
sandwich?
do want a sandwich. Yes. How did you know?
Well, it's because I'm a cook. I've got a sixth sense for these things.
Yes.
Give me a minute, and I'll whip you something right up.
Very good.
I'm going to go outside and basically set one of the enforcers on fire and cut slices off him, and then ask if I've got any bread.
Make sure you take his arm off first.
Yeah, basically. No, because you can cook it in the oven. It's like backwards cooking. Isn't it?
Make sure you find a source of fire first.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Back to the task at hand. What are you doing now, Nixius? Are you got anything more to do here in the administration center, or are you finished?
If we've got a map of all of the mines that are, and we've got a map, I say, well, I think we have everything that we need to pursue our avenue of inquiry. Thank you very much. What was his name?
Kale Harris.
Thank you, Cal. And where can I? Could you point me in the direction to transport?
Yes, I'd head up to the northern part of the settlement. You should be able to find some flatbed trucks there for hire, or and as like I say, there's a driver there, Boab. He's quite good.
Boab deep.
Yeah. Many thanks, you've been incredibly helpful, and you are a credit to the administration of this place.
I do pride myself on my efficiency.
Merci beaucoup.
Video.
Okay.
Wow.
So you head off from the administration center then?
We're Inquisition gold at the moment. Look how much we've accomplished on mission. Like, I think we're 8 games in and like 8 sessions in, we're not as far with our game.
As soon as we're out of earshot of the enforcers, as soon as we're out of shot of the enforcers, I'm gonna say to Nixios, "We head to mine, stealth insertion, find our man, and get out of here." Yes.
Absolutely, as quick as possible. I don't want fucking bunny ears.
Agreed.
Well, I think I'd look like. Oh, sorry.
Now, I think we can all use some rest before we head out.
I think you
What
might.
time is it? How is it getting on?
It's getting on
Yeah,
to 8 o'clock. You could probably sleep if you wanted to get a night's sleep before you head off tomorrow.
What do you think? Should we get some rest, or should we go find our driver?
We've been travelling a long time, haven't we? We were on the train for a number of hours. We should maybe we should maybe rest and head out
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah.
thing in the morning.
You've paid for beds as well. It would make sense to have a proper night's sleep rather than, because otherwise you'd be sleeping in the back of a truck or something. So.
I mean, maybe it would be wisest to find the driver and secure our transport ready for tomorrow.
We could do that. Arrange it for the morning, I suppose, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Idea de excellence.
Right, to the north. And quickly.
To the north!
So you head off towards the north of the settlement. You head up through several checkpoints, each time showing your identification papers. And you get to a vehicle park near the north of the settlement, which was described to you. And there's a few flatbed trucks there that are available for hire.
Right.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like me to go and find this Boad?
Wab.
Boab.
Wab. Wab.
I'm sure I would be
Wab.
right
Boab?
information. Boab deep.
My name is Boab. I got 4 kids to feed.
Flesh him out a bit more, Brownie.
Yeah.
My name's Pete Walker.
I sure as hell haven't.
That's my dad.
Just kidding.
Sorry. If it falls bad, all my sisters got 5 kids. We're like a breeding scum.
Johnny cat.
So there are a few people milling around near the trucks, smoking IO sticks.
Okay.
Yeah. Sister, you could work a little of your magic and find out who our man is.
I will persist to resist these men. Bonjour, les hommes. How you doing, monsieur? Looking at the first guy smoking an IO stick. I'm gonna say, ça va? Have you had a good day? How's life?
And they go, oh, I had a good day. Yeah, surely I had a good day. What can I do for you, Miss
Clem.
Miss Clem? Yeah. What can I do for you, Miss Clem?
Well, I'm looking for a driver called Boab.
Boab? Oh, you want to speak to? He points across to one of the other guys. That's Boab. But you don't want to speak to him. Why don't you speak to me?
Well, I am.
Name's Jepson. You looking for a ride?
Are you, sir?
Oh, why you asking?
Oh, I'm a little bit flustered by your directness. Oh. 1 minute, I have to go get some air, and I walk off and go to the direction of Boab.
Okay, you stand this guy up, and you head over to Boab. And as you get close, you realise he's got he's got a bald head, and he's got this really protruding vein that sticks out from the top of his head. And
Stress vein.
It's slightly pulsating, this vein, and you think it might be the onset of mutation, if not malignancy, perhaps.
Hello, Monsieur Boab. We are looking to ride a vehicle to the mines.
Well, I'm your man. I got a good old truck here, old Betsy. And he slaps his hand on the flatbed truck. You want to head out of mine?
Oh, of course. How much is your services?
Oh, yeah, which one? Where you going?
Well, we are to the
328 Alpha is the name of the mine.
we are after 328 Alpha.
It was well, so I'll tell you what, my daily rate, 20 drachma.
I am sure that will be perfectly acceptable. Do we have to pay now, or do you want to pay in the morning? Oh,
You go in tomorrow, you can leave a deposit of 10 drachma, and I'll wait here for you.
Okay, Kiyoshi? Pay this home.
I come over.
Okay.
I'm
20 drachma.
I'm
Kiyoshi,
looking him up and
alright.
down.
Make a scrutiny test.
I'm looking him up and down. I'm looking for
Awareness.
I'm
Actual
looking for
awareness.
concealed weapons, Alan.
Make an awareness test, please.
I'm doing. I have failed.
You don't make
2.9 degrees
you
fail.
don't make you can't detect any concealed weapons.
But he has a heavy cover in his glove box.
However, you do get a sense that he's not kosher somehow. You get a sense that he's not trustworthy. You've got a good judge of character.
I feel like the first guy was the best option, actually. What, I've just stood up.
Lematis, our master has changed his mind. We no longer go with this driver. Come.
You
away.
see the vein in his head starts throbbing when he hears this.
Oh, I cannot
I'm just
go
gonna-
against the will of my master.
Whoa.
I'm just going to gently take hold of Clematis' arm and lead her away, and I'm still looking at the guy as I'm doing this.
Okay. All right. So you move away from Boab. So you didn't hand over any money to him.
to the other driver.
Do you think it could be a plant?
Going back to the other driver and say, "Well, I've had a talk around now, and I think maybe we could ride together, eh?"
Yeah, we can ride together.
how many
We
drachma
wish.
for your ride to Alpha? What was it? Something with Alpha 3.
328 Alpha is the name of the mine.
328 Alpha. How
Wow.
much to 328 Alpha for me and my patty?
Well, I'll take it out there. 20 drachma.
How about we ride behind the truck and call it even?
You ride behind? No, I mean there's only one room for one up front, so you'll have. I mean, most of you'll have to ride in the back.
Oh, can I ride with you, monsieur?
Oh, you sure can.
And if I take my tits out, would you give me a 5 drachma discount?
He goes. You serious?
Yeah, of course. They're only the breasts of which I'm born with.
Oh, surely I'll do that for surely for 15 drachma, no problem.
Okay, and I'll just give him a quick peek and say, "That's a discount."
Yeah.
Oh dear, I think we're going to the edge. We're going to the edge of the line here. But yeah, so you get a 5
hey.
drachma. You get a 5 drachma discount.
I'm just flaunting my emperor-given rights.
This is the holy pincher has been reborn. The holy dick pincher.
Yeah, but
Okay,
you're not one cracking.
So you pay the 15 drachma and you've hired him for tomorrow.
Okay.
And he's going to go home
With a rumble,
with one in the bank.
with a rumble that resonates the entire planet of Orpheus 4, you hear a.
What? You can't even see this. I did it so subtly that you would not have known I've flashed my tits to this man.
I was with you. I must have. I was with you. I must have heard you. I must have heard you say
I've
you were
gone
going
over
to show
before
him
you've
your
even
tit.
got there.
Let's not dwell on this sluttish nun that we're discussing. So you've hired the truck for tomorrow, heading back to the inn. You've got yourself room for the night.
Let's head back to the inn.
Is there anything else that you want to do, or shall we finish for the night and move on to tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
episode says by Bolt and Blade, and I might say by Boob and Fi. It's still a weapon the Emperor's gifted me.
I'm going to.
Oh no!
That's how we're playing it now.
No.
I'm going to take a quick piss.
Yeah.
Pretend.
I'm off to get a drink as well, guys. Let's take a short break.
Hey, come on, you can't admit. I did that.
This party.
I did that all right, did I?
You did it good.
I got a 5 drachma discount for simply showing the guy my tits, which I'd quite easily do.
Well, mate, you might get a 6-finger discount from this guy, so you don't know. So you got to watch out.
Well, he'll have to give me a 10 drachma refund.
He'll end up paying us for the trip. You know what I mean?
I know. Well, maybe he can. I've given him a bit of a sample.
They should never let you out the convent, should they?
It's his first time out. She's not been out before. He got recruited. I know. Sis Clematis. She's is wild.
She's going to be Sister Chlamydius if you're not careful.
I'm not going to sleep with anybody. I'm going to be the biggest cock tease the game has ever seen.
Nice.
No, serious. This is what Clematis does.
Watch out, mate. 'Cause
Not
there's
Clidatus.
going to be some mutant cocks on this planet that you've got to have to.
Honestly, I'm not going to sleep with anybody. I'm just literally a giant cock tease.
I hope your agility
am.
high because you might not have a choice. You don't know. If we're going to that.
It's a cock tease, basically. Get a man jumping for no apparent reason. That's my role. I never do anything. Show you a bit. Lead you on.
You just made the group 5 drachma, so
Exactly.
that's some up. So your night of sleep is uneventful. You wake up in the morning, and you head back to your transport, and you head out towards mine 328 Alpha. The journey takes a few hours, and you're heading higher and higher up into the mountains. So you reach the mine, and Jefferson did. So all of you are going to have to sit on the back on like the flatbed truck, apart from Sister Clematis, who's volunteered to sit next to Jefferson.
Okay.
So
I've taken the.
and you notice he's continually eyeing you up on the journey.
That is fine. I'm going to purposely stretch a bit of thigh out, keep his concentration locked on that, while I what he's doing.
Okay, and he starts to veer off the edge of the cliff.
I'm going to put my thigh
eyes
back
on the
out.
road, eyes on the road.
Yeah.
Damn it. Everyone gets a bit of a shock. So you head up to the mine. And you see there that there's a squad of enforcers around the outside of the mine, and they're in kind of combat-ready positions. They're in behind cover. They've made some makeshift barricades. And so the flatbed truck stops up, and Jefferson says, "How long are you going to be staying here? Do you want me to stay here for the day, or are you going to be long, or what you doing?"
I would pay him for 2 days, maybe, in the mine. People, can I confer with the group?
Yeah, of course. You head out of the truck and say they're all in the back.
1 minute. What was his name again?
Jefferson.
1 minute, Mr. Jefferson. I have just got to ask my group how long we will be. Are you all right to wait if we need you to? If we pay you?
48 hours.
Yeah. 48 hours for.
I imagine this dude's going to get whacked as soon as we. Oh, imagine there's some enforcers here.
Let's say 20, and
Is the group
I'll proper flash him.
who was sent out here? Do we know?
I didn't catch that, Brownie. What you saying?
I said, is this the group that was sent out?
Is this the group that was sent out? You mean the enforcers? You're not sure what the situation is exactly. You don't know if this is the group he sent out, or you don't know exactly what. Well, there's definitely a group of enforcers there, but you don't know. You don't know if they're the ones that the administrator was talking about, or what. Probably. I mean, presumably so. You can always go and speak to them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So are you hiring the truck for another day? Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be another 20 drachma for the second day.
Done.
Would he be all right with 15 if I showed him my boobs again?
He goes, "I'll take that trade any day."
Okay. Oh.
Okay. So you're heading over to the enforcers before this becomes the Hayden pornography show.
What?
You head over to the enforcers.
Hayden was a woman. You would not want to date her.
You should never stick your dick in crazy, should you?
Oh shit!
Chlamydia.
I've
No,
been
you
shut
really
down. I've been shut down. Thanks, Al. Yeah, but you don't need to open your gob until you've done the job.
So the other group the other group is the Four Stooges, and this group is the Carry On team, basically. And Hayden is Barbara Windsor. Oh, my top's come undone! Oh, lordy!
I've grown up with Carry On
Oh,
films.
Inquisitor!
I'd buy that for a drachma.
Oh, perfect.
Very nice. Okay, so
Oh, right.
Okay.
right. We're in a serious grimdark reality here. Remember, guys.
Yeah, we're doing really well though by Boob and Fi.
You just made 10 drachma there for the Inquisition.
Oh, that's great. It's a save.
No, you misread it. It's Bolter and Fire. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Human thighs works.
Are we going to talk to these enforcers then, see what the crack is?
Okay. So you head up. They see you. One of them turns around. All the weapons are facing to the mine entrance, but one of them turns around and heads over. He goes, "What's your business?"
Hello, monsieur. Am I allowed to speak, my lord?
"Are you allowed to speak? What's that? A silly question."
Well, I have my master of operations here, but we have been sent by Administrator Carelius.
Yeah, near enough.
Thank you. It's my accent. It's terrible. C'est terrible. Anyway, and we are going to help clear out this mine. What are you encountered?
Yeah, you're gonna put these slaves in their place, are they?
Oh, we will try.
I already
We'll
sent
try or
in.
die.
I already sent in a squad. They ain't never returned.
Oh dear. Have you found anything else after that?
I found anything else? No, we're staying in position here while we bring in reinforcements. I mean, I don't know how them slaves took on my squad. It shouldn't be possible.
Would you mind if we came in? We would like to cull as many as we can and potentially capture their ringleader. Show them how it's done when we torture him in front of them all.
The music to my ears. Sure, you can go in, but and he looks around. He goes, "You got any torches or anything?"
If you have a few spare, that is okay. But
Yeah, I do. I mean,
if someone else is carrying a torch and we are not, we will see them and they will not see us.
Well, I'll just warn you, it'd be dark as hell down there if you ain't got any night vision. You'll want some torches.
Oh, do you have any, sir?
He said, yeah, we got some spare. And he hands out a bunch of these are like traditional torches, as in
Burning.
burning like he hands out 8 in total. So you've got 1 each and 3 spare. I don't know how you want to split them. And he hands you a lighter as well.
How long do they last?
Oh, well, I mean, not an exact science, unless you a few hours, I'd have thought.
Oh, thank you, monsieur. You have been most accommodating.
Well, good luck. Can you spin the eye of one of them cursed slaves for me?
Oh, I will.
Oh, we'll do more than that. Don't you worry.
Give him some. Give him a fucking.
I'm just like that.
I've added the extra wooden torches to my inventory to save haggling of who's taking them.
Okay, so you got 1 each.
So I've got 4.
Okay. So are you going to head into the mine itself, then? Yeah.
At the entrance to the mine,
we're making waves.
at the entrance to the mine, I'm going to stop the group and say, perhaps I should move on ahead.
If you've someone else.
If you insist, Yoshi, I will follow your lead.
Okay, so you're going to head in first, and the others are going to stay outside. Is that right?
Just stay about 20 meters behind.
Yeah, just let me move on ahead a little bit.
Okay, are you lighting a torch?
I'm just going to move on ahead of the group.
Okay, so I can only hear one at once. So Dave, are you lighting a torch, or are you going in without any light?
Not just yet. I'm going to move in a bit in the dark, just to see what's going on, and I'll light my torch once I'm inside a little bit.
Okay, so as you head in,
And I'm going to turn to Sister Xanthi.
Mhm.
I'm just going to turn to Sister Xanthi and say, Xanthi. I'm going to nod my head towards Nixios and Courtney and just go, guard protocol, and nod at her, assuming she understands what I mean.
Yeah, she's
And then head in with Kazashini.
she's a veteran. So Kyoshi, you head in first. And as you head into the mine, the light soon starts to vanish away. I don't know. Have you got any night vision or anything like that? Has anyone got any sort of night vision? Any
No.
photo contacts,
Be something.
photo visors, or anything like
We've got a bear. We just got in.
What's thermos?
I'm going in. I'm going in
Thermos.
basically as far as I can see
that?
until it gets dark,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to light the torch.
Yeah. Okay. So the entrance to the mine, you see a few abandoned carts and some ore. So just give me one moment, and I shall just have a.
I have an illuminated tomb.
Okay.
Illuminated.
That means you can
Run around with it.
you can take notes while you're in there. Okay.
Yeah, like I think there might be something built into the needle rifle. I've got a feeling it might have a sight built into it.
Okay.
Because I think a sniper rifle comes with a built-in mono sight. So I'll have to have a look. Which one was it in? I think it came from the expansion one.
I'm not sure, mate. It's you'll have to have a look. Okay, so
Inquisitor's Handbook, I think.
if you want to have a look while I'm doing this, so Kyoshi, I'm moving on to a mine, the mine map. Hopefully, you can see that.
It's all black,
Okay, right now,
which I assume is about right.
try zooming out and see if you can see anything.
Yeah, I'm fiddling with my phone at the same time, Al. So just
My,
it's all black except for
This is my first experiment with dynamic lighting, so there's a little bit of tentative feeling here as we.
yeah.
So
Seems to be working, Al.
yeah, so you can see yourself in a little area of light around you. All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's working fine, Al. I'm just gonna see if I can adjust the phone. Sort of. Yeah, I'm zoomed out as far as I can on the phone. It's not worked very well because it's a big map. Lesson learned. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you're in the entrance to the mine. The light is pretty much vanished. It's the only light's coming from your torch. You can see a couple of abandoned ore carts and a few barrels.
Okay.
Yeah, some
Um.
rocks and various debris. And as you walk in, there's there's a heat and a fetid smell.
Okay. How far in am I from the entrance?
You're approximately maybe 80 meters or so into the mine itself. So you can't even see that. You can't really see the light coming in from the entrance.
Right. I'm gonna box the group on the combead and go clear to 80 meters. The darkness is impenetrable. It is warm, uncomfortably so. Move up. Advance.
Okay, your Vox signal. You hear what he says, but there is some sort of interference, and a lot of it is coming in like stuttering. So it seems to be something interfering with the Vox signal.
I don't think it's got anything built into it by the looks of things. The rifle.
So are you okay? So are you all heading in?
Yeah, I'm going to pull back to Sister Xanthi. This is okay.
Okay, of course, it's okay.
I'd like to say to Sister Xanthi, I've said, Sister Xanthi, I have been doing everything I can, but I am shitting myself down here. Will you keep an eye with me?
She goes, "Keep your faith in the Emperor. Let us pray together."
Okay, I will pray with you.
And you quickly rush through the Lord's Prayer or the Emperor's Prayer or whatever it is. Just a quick common prayer to gird your spirit. You're heading into the darkness?
Yes.
You all heading in? Are you all lighting torches?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold Sister Xantha's arm while I go in though.
I'm going to grab the torch and then get my pistol out as well, and just like hold the torch next to the pistol.
Okay, so I'm going to hopefully you can all see on the map now. If you want to have a
Yeah,
look at
I
that.
know. Yeah.
You should be able to see like an area around you. So when you come into the mine itself, there's a hot,
can't see it.
a hot wave of air. Try zooming out. Hopefully you can see.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can. Yeah, but just where the names are. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can all see like the initial room.
Yeah.
So there's a hot wave of like a hot, stinking air coming out from the mine shaft, and I want everyone to make a willpower test. Now, all of you have, if you want to check on your character sheet, everyone has a modifier to, or rather, some of you have a modifier to these miasma tests, let's call them. You know the tests I get you to take
Yeah,
every.
I've got one. I've got one.
So, in the case of, for example, Clematis and Xanthe, your devoutness gives you protection
Yeah, plus
against the miasma.
yeah,
You want to
yeah.
correct
I'll
me,
put it
and
in.
everyone has, well, not everyone has one. Some people have them, and this counts for your main characters as well. You might find them on there. So, make a miasma test, please, for everyone.
Alan,
Yes.
would this count as fear or psychic?
No, this is just the warp. The warp rift
Okay.
is just a breach in this reality, and the immaterium is flooding through, and it slowly corrupts everything in the region. So
What would it be under?
what would it be under? What do you mean?
I mean, like, where
It's
would
kind of
I?
It's kind of a homebrew rule, this really. So why'd you ask?
No, because I can't find it on my character sheet. So
I don't know if you have one. I think you might not have any modifiers either way. Let's have a look. It's under the corruption box. If you've got one.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah. So you are testing on a straight willpower then.
Lovely.
Well, these modifiers may change over time,
Hmm.
so it's worth keeping an eye on. So Brownie, you're all right. Kyoshi's all right. Ooh, so we've got one corruption for Courtney. And what about for Clemens 5? The only one to gain any corruption is Courtney.
Wow.
Oh, good.
Hard it.
Okay, so I'd like you to all roll.
Death by a greater demon. It's going to be amazing.
I'd like you to roll initiative, and I'd like you to try and use the initiative button if you can.
It's gone on my window.
Oh well, don't worry about it then. So
Why are you selecting your character first, Hayden?
I will. I've only just come into a new screen because I accidentally put the thing.
I can't see anything.
Clicking on your character, click on your. Because the thing is, okay, let me try it for you, Brownie. If I click on Nixius, there's an initiative button next to the select.
No,
it was up there earlier. It was up there earlier.
I can do it for you.
No.
I didn't catch any of that, but I can do it for you, so I'm a bit surprised that you can't do it.
I couldn't see your character. It was just black.
What's this? To agility?
It's D10 plus your agility.
Yeah. Okay.
So the first question is can everyone see their character now? Are we all?
Yeah.
Oh, where's? Come on, it must be in there. Stop move. No, my character. Oh no, select character, Hayden. No,
if you click on your token, then you should be able to see an initiative button up by the select move option in the top left. And if you click on that,
get to it because I've zoomed out. Right, let's get. Oh, which one am I? I'm on what looks like a gargoyle.
I did.
Yeah, there it is. It's gone.
Okay, so.
Oh, press it twice.
Okay,
yeah, that's good.
No worries. So when you do that, it moves your initiative straight onto the turn order, which is helpful to me. So Xanthe. So let's just double check that it's got a bit messy. So Kyoshi, what did you roll? What's your total?
My total is exactly what it is there in the turn.
No, but I can see 2. Kyoshi's 6. Okay, so I can see.
Oh, can you? I rolled. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, I think the 10 was from last game.
I've got Cisclimate, so it's gone to the top now.
Yes, I think that's everyone. So I'm just missing Yarn or Nixius, sorry, an 8. So I'll add
Well,
yours
mate-
manually.
Clematis is a 7. She's rolled it 3 times somehow.
I have.
Is she 7?
Am I a 7?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Roll 3 times and pick the best one.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't blame you. One day that initiative function is going to go smoothly. That still puts you top though. So Nixis is 8. Oh, Nixis is 8. So we'll put Nixis in. So what's that? Right click, add turn, and you are 8. So from now on, I would like you all to act in initiative order. And yeah, I'd like you to move, take your exact paths when you move as well.
1, 2, 3.
So we start with Nixius.
What?
It's you to go.
Goodness me. I will hold my action and wait for a meat stick to do something.
So next up is Sister Clematis.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So you're making a half move.
Yep.
Are you
And
doing
I've got
anything
my
with
pistol out. I'm going to draw my pistol.
you draw your last pistol?
Yep.
Okay. Next up is Kiyoshi.
So I've already got Kazushini drawn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's half a move. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For a full walk, I am not running.
Okay, so next up is Sister Xanthé. She draws her bolt pistol and she makes a half move. And her agility is, oh god, she's slow ass.
Yeah.
Slow ass bitch. She's going to move 1, 2. She just keeps close to Sister Clematis.
Okay.
Next up, last up is Courtney.
1, 2, 3,
Courtney, even.
5, 6. I'm just going to go just walk up there.
Okay.
That's a full move.
Okay.
I'll do a run actually. I'm going to run up and try and keep up with Kyoshi because I'm excited.
Okay, off you go then. Yeah, you can use the like arrow keys to move square by square. So Nixius, you've got a half action now to use.
I will pull my gun in.
Okay, pull your gun out. So Courtney is now leading the way. So top of the round now is Nixius.
Hold my action again. Oh.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Hello?
Okay, your voice
Is
echoes
anybody
around the mines.
Expecting goblins and kobolds.
Okay, so Nixius, did you say you were holding your action this turn?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
Clematis. Well, you hold for full action. It gives you a half action later. So Mr. Clematis.
Okay, I'm going to run behind the other two. Going to go this way, where if I can select myself, which one I am. Gargoyle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go.
Okay, so next up is Kiyoshi.
I'm going to gently place a hand on Courtney as I walk past and go, Courtney, slow, stay behind me. Really low, and I'm going to slow my pace, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to make my full move. Well, that is a full move, but I'm not going to move the full 10 because I don't want to get ahead of everyone too much.
Okay, so Kiyoshi, when Courtney started to say, "Is anyone there?" into the mines, you winced a bit inside.
Yep. And outside.
And outside. You know, it's just so much of an opposite to the kind of stealthy assassin maneuvers that you want to be pulling off. So Sister Xanthos next. She's going to run, and she can run 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, no, she can do that. Okay, so she moves up, and again she hugs close to Sister Clematis. And then we have Courtney.
Okay, I'm just going to move. I'm just going to do a full move. 6 and go on the opposite side. So I'm pointing my torch, not where Kiyoshi is, but just to the side of where he is, so that he's covered by darkness.
Okay, where you've moved up to, Courtney, you see that there's a door. It's just at your right-hand side.
Hello?
Are you knocking on the door? Are you knocking on the door?
I'm going to try and.
Somebody's knocking on the door. Somebody's ringing the bell.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm going to. Can I try and do some sort of psychic test to see if I can, if there's anything, if I sense anything behind the door?
You can do a Psyniscience, but it's psychers, not necessarily people. But
Okay,
you can do that if you want.
I will give that a try. Just because, why not? What do I have to do?
It's a perception roll.
Okay. Perception. Okay. Sanderson's.
Yeah, miss that. So, yeah. You close your eyes and focus, but you can't read any psychic presence through this door.
Okay.
But you get a faint sense of something deeper in the mine.
Huh.
But you're perhaps too far away to understand it fully.
Okay.
Okay, top of the round. Oh no, Nixius, you've still got your held action, or held half action now.
Right, I will move up behind the guys.
But yeah, it's only a half move though you can do at this point.
Three, is it?
I think it's probably 3. So top of the round, it's you again, Nixius.
Yeah, 32.
Yeah, so next, you're top of the round, it's you to go.
2, 4, 6. Where's Bossy? Is that who's at the front there? Oh, Sister Tomatis. Where's Dave gone?
You've probably gone out of your line of sight.
Okay. So what's 12? That would be a charge, wouldn't it? So actually, if we run, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Is 12 as fast as I can get? What's the
Let's have a
run?
look. I don't know. Let me have a look. So your agility is 3.
3.
So it's a run of 18, charge of 9, full move of 6, half move of 3. You can go up to 18 if you want to run, but when you run, you're making more noise than you would if you move at normal speed. But then again, Courtney's just shouted "hello" to everyone, so yeah, I think noise is not that much of a worry at this point, maybe.
Yeah, so I'll run up to there.
Okay, you see a door in front of you, or to your right of where your character is, and there's another door up ahead on the right. So next up is Sister Clematis.
1 minute.
Go for a quick slash.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
We get a snack.
Brownie,
What?
I think we should stack up on the door and go in SWAT style.
I'd love to, Dave, but I'm an administration goon with a sniper rifle.
That's fine. You've got a rifle. All you need to do is it auto or full auto, or is it just single shot?
Geez, single, I imagine. It's needle rifle.
Just fucking stack your bonuses. You know, take full aims.
Oh, yeah.
Close range is +10. You know, I'll fucking get in and fucking carve people up anyway. So.
You don't. I don't want to shoot you in the back of the head with a needle.
Yes, you do. Yes, you fucking do. You want to get revenge for Quintius.
Yeah, the problem is that this isn't a fucking auto kill. This is an accurate and sort of fucking sting, Dave, and it'll poison you.
Don't worry about it. I've got a really good dodge. I can tell when you're about to shoot me in the back of the head.
Oh, the hubris. The hubris is coming. This is almost certainly a 1 on my behalf, followed by a 100 on yours.
Okay. In fact, we haven't had a 1 or a 100 this game, have we? I feel cheated. So, who's up now then?
As well, that's even better. Accurate toxic render.
Oh, nice. It's
Right,
Clematis, yeah.
Go.
Yeah, Clematis to go.
Cool.
So I'm gonna do full move. 1, 2, 3.
Half
Oh,
price
that'd
of
be
the
4
weather.
because we're moving diagonally. 4,
That's fine.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll do. And I'm just gonna log out and log back in again because I've just fucked up my screen.
Okay, so next up in line is Kiyoshi.
Okay, I'm going to move over to this door. Just a second. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm going to move. I'm going to move over to the door. I'm going to, for half an action. My second half an action, I'm not doing anything with, but for my free action, I'm going to whisper, but into the comm so everyone hears. Are we all here?
We are here.
I'm going to.
Johnny's not here, actually.
I'm going to stand right in front of the door where Kazushini held high and say, everyone on this door, somebody open it. Prepare for combat. And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up is Sister Zanfei, who slowly, 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's check what her run is, because she's going to have to run just to keep up, because she's such a slow bitch.
Yeah.
We'll run of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, she moves up to that position and she trails her bolt pistol at the door as per Kiroshi's command. Courtney.
Sorry, for my for a free action as well, Al, can I place my torch on the floor right near the door?
Yes,
So I've got
you can.
both hands free for my sword.
Okay, so I'm not going to fuck around with dynamic lighting, but we'll just we'll say that you've done that.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to get much further ahead than anyone else to make a big difference anyways. I'm not going to wander off in the dark on my own. It's just for the door opening.
Yeah. As long as you pick your torch back up before you start moving off, it won't cause any problems. So.
Yeah, well.
So after that, then it's Courtney. We'll have to wait for Johnny to come back.
Disappeared. Is this a good time to tell you I have stummers?
Well, I think you may have the element of surprise at this point.
Well, Courtney. Courtney's winning.
I thought
Courtney
there wasn't much.
always have had.
Yeah,
some...
it's technically Amare, Courtney Amare, which is Spanish. It's Spanish for love.
Yeah.
So it is Courtney Love. Yeah.
You know what's going to happen? The leader of the whole slave uprising is going to be the guy we're after.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Leaving my
Or
notes.
Or
I'll change it quickly. Nah, I wouldn't change it.
Yeah,
If you get stuff right, I won't change it.
No, I've never done that. There's been a few things people have guessed in both my games, but you've never come across. Well, you have sometimes, but there's a few things you've guessed, but you haven't come across evidence of. And you've mentioned stuff, but it's still not been revealed, and I can't wait for the reveal so everyone can go, "I was right."
You've accused me of reading what's been on your notes before.
Yeah, you have. There's been a few, and some of them have been taking the piss, but some of them are genuine. You have genuinely twigged onto stuff.
Yeah, people do. I mean, I think Johnny's pretty good. Johnny's been pretty good. He often picks up on things, Johnny, and
he's
as well. So it's
Because
good when you.
he knows the evil type of character you are.
He does.
There's,
He recognises yourself.
there was something in the really early game, in the main game, where Ed picked up on what Seth was. Ed was the first one to realise that Seth was using mind control, and it was like, from 3 words that I said, Ed went, "He's using mind control." I was like, "You fucking bearded prick! How did you figure that one out?" Right, Johnny's back.
Johnny, shoot to go, buddy. So Kyoshi, will you just repeat what you said? Because I don't think Johnny was here. So Kyoshi whispered something over comms.
Yeah, I came up to the door that you're stood next to, put my torch on the floor at my feet, got my sword ready, and basically said, "Everyone, prepare for combat. Somebody open the door."
Okay.
Or something like that.
I will open the door, and then is the hinge like pulling it inwards or pushing it?
Okay, so the hinge, it'd be pushing it inward.
Okay, I'm gonna push it inwards and then roll back to the side to let Kyoshi go through.
Johnny, cast Fireball. That's my magic.
Okay, you open the door, and inside you see what looks to be an abandoned sleeping chamber. You see some bedrolls lined up, but no sign of any people.
Maybe the bedrolls are dangerous.
Okay. So
you, I don't know. It's up to you. What do you want to do now? It just takes you a half action to open the door. You can see what you can see, but you can't see any people in there as yet. But you don't have full vision on the room.
I'm gonna put the pistol away and then go on mono axe.
Okay, so that'll be the rest of your turn then. Okay.
Yeah.
So top of the round is Nick.
Nixie, yes.
Nixie, shoot to go, buddy.
Brownie.
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, okay.
Don't hurry me.
He's painting.
What?
Don't rush the artist.
I'm at a critical juncture.
What? There was a bit of hair attached to something, and if it had dried, it'd been disastrous.
You can't look that, man.
That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird because I was about to say he's painting the hair on someone's balls.
That's removing hair from the balls.
In the shadow, like James is, with that little set of magnifying glasses on his head, he looks like he's wearing a Mr. Miyagi style headband.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel actually like a forensic.
You feel like you're looking at black light scatter pattern.
A forensic edition.
This man just you are. That is what you are, right? You're very specs, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are basically a forensic guy.
Very specs gear, though, unfortunately, not yet.
Wait,
Later.
if you're a very specs agent with a rifle, you're not like a serial killer as well, are you? You're not Dexter or something, are you?
No. I just spotted like there was one of the random packages.
Yeah, it's very good.
He just takes an interest in Xeno artifacts.
Yeah, it's a really good background package.
1, 2. Fuck it. 1, 2.
1, 2.
I'll look around the corner.
Okay, you look around the corner and you see that the room is abandoned. Unless they're invisible enemies.
Could be. Hopefully not.
Okay, you walk.
Oh, I presume, unless there's some gribbly under a fucking bed.
No, there's no people in here. It's clear of anyone else other than you.
Mhm. This room appears to be clear, Kyoshi.
Okay, is that your go?
What is it?
I think so, yeah, because I moved half a move and then I had a look around inside.
Next up is Clemlin.
I've moved up to this door here.
Okay. How much it takes to move? It's half action to open the door
I've
if you want.
used 7, so it's a full movement.
Okay. So next up then would be Kiyoshi.
I'm going to snatch up my torch for half an action.
So I use 8,
2,
and I go
3,
this side of the door.
4. Okay, I'm going to snatch up the torch, half move, drop the torch on the floor right next to the door again. Same again, sword ready.
Okay.
Hoping that everyone gets it.
Sister Xanfe moves up to support. Again, she's got a bolt pistol trained behind you. And she goes over the comms. In position. Courtney.
I'm just going to move up behind Kyoshi.
This could be.
Quietly. Slowly. With my weapons drawn.
Deliberately.
Okay.
In position.
Okay. So next, the top of the round, Nix. Oh, he's backing off. Let's have a quick pause then. We'll wait for Ronnie.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab a beer while we're waiting for him.
Very
Okie
cool.
dokie. Game's going quite well tonight.
Enjoying yourself?
Yeah. I'm enjoying being someone new. Enjoying how efficiently we've actually managed to get somewhere. Because normally we don't always do this.
Boom and time, man. Bit of time.
Yeah. Normally would have slept or partied at some time, explored the local delicacies, eaten some crock ass, and then gone to sleep after a full belly of beer without accomplishing anything. So that's quite nice.
A total result of the night.
But the trouble is, we've made our characters now, and we can't really change our behaviours.
Nope.
They can't pimple around forever. we are the beta group, and we've come to help you, alpha group, because you're shit.
It's funny if this group just massively outpowers and succeeds above the alpha group.
You've got one more. You got one more guy anyway. You got Sister
Yeah, do have one.
Sanfi
Yep.
with medical care.
Yeah.
Yep. She's pretty hard.
And a bolter.
Well, a bolt pistol, but yeah, she's pretty. You can tell, that Kiyoshi and Sister Xanfe are both veterans.
Yeah, that's it. I think, to be honest, I'm quite happy with Sister Clemata. She's got pretty decent stats all around the board. She's got good shots, good faith, and good willpower. So yeah, I'm happy with Clematis. She's well suited for this world, unlike Arnie.
Where are we?
It is still it's top of the round. It's Nix's go, but we're still waiting on Brownie to return. So.
Yeah, and it's going to be a spawn by the time this world's out. Like some super mutant. I'm hoping for the super mutant attribute now. Make me some mindless big muscle bound like Ogrin. I don't mind. If I'm going to have a mutation, that's got to be it. I can play myself more, because the way I'm taking my fellowship down.
Turn him into a munchkin, Al. Turn him into a munchkin with minus strength.
An Oompa Loompa?
Yeah, like an Oompa Loompa.
With minus strength.
Hey, have you been looking at my notes for Quintius?
But
it's going to be a charming Oompa Loompa.
He's already rolled negative strength on his malignancy once, so hopefully he'll do it again.
Oh, he's so nice. What a lovely GM I've got.
Muscles deflating.
I mean that in the nicest possible way, buddy.
I know everybody just likes to see a champion fall.
It's just all part of the game, isn't it? The random stupid shit that can happen is always epic. It's always fitting for the character. To say it's epic, say it's supposed to be random. It's always like perfect for the character.
It's almost as if there are dice gods out there. In
Yeah.
roll 20, baby. Okay, Nix, it's your go, mate. Top of the round.
It's had plenty enough time to be corrupted by my miasma. You know, like the way you don't like me touching your dice. I've touched your program, man.
Touch the dice. The orgasm.
Right, full move to there.
Okay. Okay, next up is Clem.
Great. Oh, who's gonna go?
Clem's going to open the door.
Okay. So, Clem, you open the door. Half an action.
And I'm going to step into it one square.
Okay.
God.
You see a lot of debris, a broken crate. You can't see all the
Gonna
corners.
go forward 2 more for movement and have a look around.
Okay. The room does appear to be abandoned. It looks like some sort of old storeroom. It looks in a state of disrepair.
All right.
A
Well,
few
that's cleared.
crates and broken barrels.
Yep, that's been cleared. Okay. Clear.
Okay. Next up is Kyoshi.
Gonna
I wish you could see this map.
All of it.
No, just where we've been.
Ah. Yeah, I could. There is a mode which is like Explorer mode, which lets you do that, but
Yeah.
I've chosen not to. I've chosen not to use it.
Oh, it just means
I'm
like
gonna half action in and have a good look round.
Okay, make a search roll.
You leave with nothing.
So this is my perception, but
Looking good.
yeah. Oh no, I passed. Yeah.
Okay, looking good. So you have a little quick search around the room, and it looks like it's mostly been looted. But you do find some tins, which presumably have some sort of food stuff inside. And you find roll a d8.
8.
Ooh.
You find 8 tins. You also find some scrap metal, but you don't
Okay.
think that's much use.
Okay.
So you get 8
8
tins.
tins of food.
Well, you'd have to have a look inside,
Yeah.
but you presume it's food.
mutant brains.
And you also find a rusty knife.
A rusty knife.
Yeah, it's nice brain.
And a Hep D knife.
Okay. Okay.
So that's your go then, Kyoshi.
Yeah. Okay.
Next up is Sister Zanfei. And she starts to move to the end of this section. And she aims her bolt pistol down further into the mine. Next up is Courtney.
Okay. I'm just going to turn around and just say, it's a trap.
There's almost certainly a trap.
It is always a trap.
Okay. So, and then move behind Sister Xanthi. But with caution.
Hey, when you say that, Courtney, you think you can hear a rock being, clattering against a wall deeper down the corridor. Like I say corridor, deeper down the mine.
Behind us? Or
Ahead of you, deeper into the mine itself. You think you hear a rock. Maybe someone kicked it or something.
Okay.
Maybe it just fell for no reason. Who knows? But the sound echoes around the mine this way and that.
I'm just
It's
going to
a
move
third-
slow. I'm just going to move slowly across behind Sister Zante.
Okay. So top of the round is Nyx.
Look into the room and see Colmatus and
Yeah.
Colmatus Kyoshi.
Okay.
And where do they think they are? Did I hear a noise?
No, it was only Courtney. Maybe it was only in her mind. Who knows?
No one. No. You know.
I know.
What's in that room?
What's
Is
it in
that
her
room
mind?
clear?
Hey, pardon, sorry.
Is that room clear?
I don't know if
There-
anyone's. I don't think anyone's called Claire, but maybe they should have.
Yeah, I probably should have done.
Yeah, Kyoshi probably called
But I
Claire,
didn't.
but he didn't.
I probably would have done. I'm a pro.
He's a pro. He's called Claire, so yeah. So it's another empty room. So
I did have a free action.
you did. I know.
Hey, Anthony.
I'm just teasing.
I'm done for me.
Okay, Clem.
Nine. There we go.
Kyoshi.
So I've just been fucking with the phone. I've totally fucked it up. I'll have a look at that in a minute. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and grab my torch off the floor, I suppose.
Get a bit of scrap
And
code,
that's
Johnny.
Okay.
Nobody know. Nobody know.
Imperial droid.
And for my free action, I'm just going to go move with caution.
Okay, Sister Zalfei. She starts to move up into point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next up is Courtney.
Okay, I'm going to move just behind Colmatus.
Okay. I'd like everyone to make an awareness test, please.
Wow, that's a scrap code.
Yep, let's.
1 degree of success for me.
Okay. So we're just waiting on a roll from Courtney.
Oh. Sorry about that, yeah.
No bother.
Oh.
Okay. Kyoshi, you think that you can hear movement up ahead in the darkness. You
Okay.
sense danger. Your battle sense kicks in.
Okay. I can't do anything about it because it's not my turn.
No, not yet. Top of the round is Nyx.
Oh, shit.
Sister Zante not seen anything. So 1, 2, 3, and is Overwatch half an action or a full action?
I think I've got a feeling Overwatch is only automatic weapons. I don't think I need a rifle.
Semi or auto.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure now, buddy?
I'll check.
Would you mind? I've got a feeling it's only automatic, but if you wouldn't mind checking, let's have a look on a needle rifle. I think that's got a semi-automatic function. Have a look. Bring it up in front of me. So
Single shot, obviously.
Oh yeah, so there's no, you can't do Overwatch with needle rifle.
Right. Okay.
You can. Yeah. I mean, if you had a full action, you could do a shot later on in the round, like a half action.
Yeah. I'll do a half. Yeah, there's nothing to blame it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's full auto. I thought it was semi, but it's full auto.
I didn't think it was. So, that your go then, Nyx?
No, I've only done half a go. Like, what about aiming? What if there's nothing to aim at?
Let's have a look. I'll have to have a look at the rules. I'm not exactly sure how aim works. Let us
Yeah.
consult the rules. You can aim in a certain direction.
I'm just going to move there with the full mobile.
Okay, buddy. But I'll have a look at that anyway, just out of interest. How do you normally play it? Aim.
I don't think that's ever come up.
Yeah.
Have a little
Can't,
look.
like, I was thinking preemptive aim, but like, I'm not really looking at it. So it's a bit.
Or has it? Actually, it maybe has.
Aim. You can take extra time. Yeah, so you can aim even if there's nothing to aim at. Okay.
It basically
Do you want to do that instead, or do you want to carry on and do another?
I'll move to there.
Okay. Clem, you're next.
Was
Who
that?
was speaking in
Clem,
Scrap?
you are Mr. Clematus.
Oh, Clem. Sorry, it's yeah.
I'm just taking shortcuts here with the names because I find Nixius and Sister Clematis a bit of a
2, 3,
mouthful. I even struggle with Courtney.
Can it be?
5, 6.
Well, it depends if you're a
Yeah.
retard or not, James. You know, then if you're a retard, it's quite difficult.
That's where I'm going.
Okay, and then it is Kirshi.
Okay. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm still moving cautiously.
Okay. And then we have Xanthe. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Courtney.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm going to be pointing backwards, like, you know, looking behind us.
Okay. As you look behind into the darkness of the mine, you can see ripples of darkness, and you can see the surfaces of the mine shaft, kind of rippling and warping and dribbling what you think might be blood out of the walls. And then when you look again, it's no longer there.
That's really reassuring.
There is a shot, the sound, the unmistakable sound of an auto rifle fired by someone in the darkness. You don't see who's. You see a muzzle flash up ahead of you, but you don't see whoever they are. They're not very well illuminated. The shot goes wide, doesn't seem to hit anybody, and it ricochets around the corridor in the mine. And you can hear the sound of it ricocheting and the echoes of it. You're under attack. You start to hear a roar of these attackers shouting, "Intruders! Intruders! Kill them!" And out of the darkness comes rushing some mutants.
Bum rush.
The first one rushes in towards Sister Xanthe.
Yes, Falmer. Falmer. They live in the dark. It's my dwarven magic.
Okay, this mutant runs up to Sister Clematis, but it's a run, not a charge.
Yeah, Falmer.
Invaders must die. Okay. So next up, top of the round is Nixia. So let me add that.
Yeah, okay. Let's move there, and then 1, 2, 3. I will shoot the left-hand side mutant next to the wall.
Okay.
Point blank.
He is point blank. Single shot. Roll to strike. Is that plus 40 then, I guess?
It's thought you could take a half aim if you wanted as well.
I think he did a half move.
Or did he move?
I think so.
I
Oh, right,
moved,
okay.
moved to get
Yeah.
within 3.
Invaders! Kill them!
Oh, single shot is 10 as well, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, and oh no, there's no way. Right, actually.
Plus 40, I think, Brownie.
Jotun's best.
No, I just think I want to be with them now. Let's do that. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, the shot slams into the mutant. Roll damage.
Right. Lovely.
What's up, Dave?
Is it gone?
Where's what gone?
Oh, there we go. I got this heresy. Right.
I like your mutant models. Al.
Cheers, because you like him.
Yeah, they're cool, man.
D10 for
It's
us.
almost as good as my gargoyle.
What's the question, Brownie?
I'm just looking at the damage on the needle rifle. Oh no, it's D10 only.
D10, but it's also accurate.
Yeah.
So, it's accurate work like your sniper rifle does.
Yeah.
It's
Oh no, that's only plus aim. What am I thinking of? Is that in second edition accurate or?
No,
accurate also gives an extra D10 damage
That's
for
what I mean,
each 2
yeah, yeah.
degrees of success.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's a second edition rule, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because remember, your sniper rifle on Ramsey, the same rule for the needle rifle.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've only got 1.9, haven't you? So it's just D10 plus whatever. But toxic as well, remember?
Yeah, it's toxic. So first of all, roll damage, which is D10.
Hang on, it's 2D10 and pick the box because it's random.
Johnny, your mic's giving
No,
feedback.
it's
And when people
It's-
talk.
It's not rending,
not-
I don't think.
It is random.
Where do you
Yeah.
see that? I mean, it's not on my spreadsheet, but where's the
It's
rule?
D10R.
That's that's not
That's-
rending. Yeah, it's not rending as a special ability. It's just rending as a damage type. So it's not
the rule you're thinking of, where you roll 2 dice and pick the highest, is
Yeah.
tearing, not rend.
Yeah.
Ah.
But it's just a straight D10, Brownie. So you roll. Do you want to roll that again?
Yeah. Sorry. Five.
Okay. So you hit the mutant. Does 2 wounds. And the mutant now has to make a test for toxicity with a -10 for every point of damage. So he's taking a toughness test at -10. Okay, so the poison of the toxins of the needle round start to curse through the mutant's veins. He takes another D10 points of damage with no reduction.
Yeah.
Oh.
How disappointing. So you do another 1 wound, that's sort of 3 wounds on this mutant. Next up is Clem.
Clem is gonna point blank aim for this mutant's face
Okay.
and shoot it.
Clem, you can hear movement further down the corridor. You can hear more bodies being brought to bear.
I know it's bad. I've got to get rid
Okay,
of
so
this.
you're gonna do a point blank las pistol shot, right?
Yep. Right in the face.
So, well, actually, if you're in combat, so you can't do a point blank. I suppose it's just what is it? What is it when you're in
Short
combat?
range.
It's just plus 10, isn't it?
Plus 10
Yeah,
and
it's just
plus
the
red
short
dot
range.
sight. I'll just give him a full-on blast of a las pistol, actually, not with an aim, but with a plus 20 because I've got a red dot sight as well.
Okay, roll turn.
I'm going to re-roll that with a fate point.
Okay.
Yeah, just hit him.
Okay. You whisper a prayer to the Emperor and your aim is true. Roll damage against the mutant.
Oh, I gotta re-roll that as well. Seems we've got
Emperor, bless my wicked luck.
Bless my wicked luck.
Bless-
There you go. 10.
Okay.
Bless my titty flashing luck.
Hey,
The Emperor
that
is with you.
Back, ma. Do not
Okay.
doubt my faith. 'Cause I would
Keep
not.
flashing those titties, sister.
Minus 1d10 plus 2 titties.
You cause
10 plus 2 plus 2
you
damage.
cause 5 wounds to the mutant in front of you, Clematis, and he reels from the las blast.
Good.
Okay. Kyoshi.
Yoshi sees the group of 3 mutants approaching Xanthi, but remembers the words of interrogator Mathis of what he was supposed to be doing, and therefore gimps himself and goes 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, I would have got something better, and I'm going to lash out at the one next to Clematis.
Okay, so you move up beside Nixius and into a defensive position, and you slash at the mutant beside
Yeah.
you with your katana, I guess.
So, plus 10 for a basic attack. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Plus 10 for ganging up.
Yeah.
Plus 5 because Kazushini.
Yeah.
So plus 25. You fuck off. I'm going to use a fate point. Because it's Kyoshi, and if he doesn't kill something tonight, I am going to lose my shit. So I'm gonna...
Sleep.
Point for 99.
This is what he's for. He can't be bad at it.
well, that's what Arnie says when he tries
Ah,
to
it's really
Yeah,
dark.
yeah. How
No.
many fail save tests have I failed? But...
100, Dave. Stab me in the knee.
The mutant ducks under your swing, and he leers at you with a wicked grin.
This is not the way.
Next up is Zanfei.
Trained
Zanfei,
since he was a toddler. Trained since he was a toddler.
I hope there's a Mandalorian meme somewhere that says this is not.
dear.
Curse my
Okay,
luck.
Sister Zanfei, she judges her opponent, and she instead takes her monoflail to the mutant instead.
Monoflail.
Yeah.
Monoflail. Oh, Zanfei. She's going to use a fate point, and she strikes the mutant in front of her, catches it full on with a flail, with wicked mono barbs. That's good, right? And she just totally cleaves through it in one blast.
Go
one
fuck
blow,
yourself,
sorry.
Xanthi. You weren't this.
Okay, so that's one dead mutant
That's
down. Next up is
met before.
you said too much. I knew the radar. I knew the radar of Hayden would pick that up. It's like Dave. I heard Dave like stop himself.
Did I try and
I stopped myself halfway through when he realised. Damn it.
Hayden's radar pick up that sort of shit. But
Yeah.
yes, she's from the Dick and Siegfried campaign.
Yeah, I thought she was. It's one blooming Dick liked, but he couldn't get Dick on.
Yes, I'm told he tried to fuck her, but she's too.
Yeah, he has tried a few times. He's charmed her fully as well.
Courtney.
It's just so.
Courtney.
I'm going to do a all-out a charge against. Oh, can I charge? Or
You can charge? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll charge
mutant.
against that mutant. I'm going to try and twat it with my mono axe.
Okay, give it a good cleave with a mono axe. Plus 20 for charge.
Okay.
Shit.
20. Okay.
It's a miss.
I'm going to use a fate point on that.
Okay, off you go.
Okay.
Quickly, kill everybody before Dave can get a kill.
You're laughing
Okay,
out,
yeah.
James, but you'll be the one that dies next.
Yeah, I'm expecting that sword to go right in me.
Okay, this mutant who's gone toe to toe with 3 of the Inquisition's best and brightest and come out alive. He looks at Kurt and he goes,
Neither the best nor the brightest.
Next up is the mutant. So the mutant who's laughing at you, he's going to attack. Oh, why not? He's going to attack Kyoshi with a rock. It's a hit. Would you like to dodge?
I'm going to dodge. Fucking right, I would.
Fucking rock.
I will dodge that.
There's probably a death
Oh, you!
catch for Stalin. It'll be a rock
I'm gonna-
down tips edges.
I'm going to fate point that as well.
Oh,
You go.
Don't die by that rock.
Oh, fuck it! Just stop it, Kiyoshi!
Even worse. It gets even worse. Okay, so what's your toughness and armor against a primitive attack?
Okay, my toughness is only 3. Where is he hitting me?
I have to check my. Okay, so this is hitting you on the. So that will be on the body.
It's 3, so against primitive it will be 6.
Yep, and your toughness.
You in the pride.
Toughness is 3.
Okay, so he strikes you with a rock, and he must be enraged by or high on adrenaline as he charges into you, and he's avoided all your attacks, and he does 1 wound
What a cunt!
with a rock.
With a rock.
Next up,
When
another mutant rushes in to attack Kyoshi. This one has looks like a pickaxe.
my carefully crafted samurai is about to die.
He hits you a strike to the right arm, but you've already dodged.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that yet.
Okay, so what's your armor on the arm against? It'd be a +9 again, wouldn't it? So that'd be 3.
Yes,
So-
6 to the arm, 9 for toughness as well.
That's a total of 9. Okay, so your modern armor absorbs the pickaxe blow, and it doesn't penetrate, so you take no further damage from that mutant. A
Nice.
mutant moves up and attacks Xanfei. Okay, hit. Okay, but she seems fine. An auto gunshot comes out of the darkness, firing into combat against Xanfei. Misses.
Hits mutant.
Okay, and then you can hear movement down the corridor. There are more bodies coming into the fight. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, top of the round is Nixius.
Right.
I'm just
We
going to
will
grab a
have-
beer while you're doing that.
Which is the one I shot?
You've got me.
Oh, they're all
Sorry,
in common.
No, sorry, Courtney, you went before the mutants and you missed your attack.
All right. Okay.
The mutant's going last, so it's top of the round now.
Okay.
Yeah, you fluffed your attack. You had a reroll on it as well, and you still fluffed.
Yeah, I remember that. Shot.
Okay, Nixius. So the one who you shot is the one who is to the top left of Kyoshi.
Right.
So it's how do we do it? How do you do the
What about did the one on the left hand side of Kyoshi take any damage?
He's taken damage from Clematis, yes. Try clicking on the mutant. Can you?
Oh,
Does anything pop
pissed
up?
off.
Does anything pop up when you click on that mutant?
No,
No.
no, I can't click on any of them.
Okay, let me just see. General. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, anyway, but yeah, the one on the one that's straight ahead of Clematis has taken a whack from her, and seems to be bleeding profusely. And that's also the one that's mocking you, or mocking all of you.
I'm gonna kill that mutant.
Irrelevant. Right, I'm going to shoot.
Irrelevant data.
I'm going to take an aim shot at the one on the left-hand side of Xanthé.
Okay. You will be shooting into combat, so there's a risk.
Yeah, so it's minus 20, plus 30. So
And plus 50 for aim as well, so it's
aim and accuracy, so it would be a total of plus 40.
so its aim is plus 10, accurate is another plus 10 when aiming. Point
So
blank
yeah.
is plus 30, and single shot plus 10. So yeah, you're right. It's plus a total of plus 40.
Yeah, so yeah. Right. 27. And
Degrees of success is that?
yes. And so plus 4. It can be 74. 4 degrees of success.
So you do a 3d10 damage then.
Is it 1 for extra 2?
Yeah, 1 for every extra 2, isn't it? So that's d10 base, and then an extra 2d10 for 4 degrees of success.
Yeah.
So 3d10 damage.
Right. Hang on, there was an error with your formula. Roll d10. Oh, I see.
What's wrong?
I did d10 times 3 and it went error.
Right. Just my computer.
There you go, 23.
Hey, with a terrible piercing scream, the mutant screams and dies.
Good.
I'm going to
One less.
take half-aim shot at this mutant in front of me and open fire.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Yep, off you go.
So, boom, plus 20. Douche. Oh, no, plus 30 because it's half-aimed. Boom, boom. Submit that. Yay, I hit it.
Okay. Roll damage.
Will do. Actually, I can probably roll my last. What is it? My last pistol. There we are. How do you do that? Huh? Double clicking on it? No, it won't work. Oh no! 1 second. I'm pressing the wrong thing. Here we go. Oh wait. How do you press?
Do it. What are you trying to do?
Oh, I was trying to press the thing. Don't mind. I'll roll a d10.
There's a damage button in your character sheet.
Damage. D10.
Right, it's next to your gun. There should be like a little button that says damage. If you click it, that should roll damage for your gun.
Done on mine. There's no damage button.
Sorry, that might be mine.
Oh no! I see it. There you go.
Found it? Last
Yeah.
pistol. That's the one. And you roll a 12, which is a crit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you get to roll to confirm the crit.
Okay, so that's plus 30 again, isn't it? Ballistic skill. So it's half-aim shot.
Plus 30 again.
Yeah, 30. Boom. 3
Okay.
degrees. So
Another roll of damage.
Okay, so
It's just another D10, actually.
just another D10. I'll press the gun again, shall I?
I mean, you can do, but you won't. I'll subtract 2 from it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so you do a total of 15 wounds, which is more than enough to kill this laughing, jeering mutant.
Yeah.
The rock in his hand goes flying off into the darkness.
For the Emperor.
Okay, Kyoshi. You see the mutant who struck you with a rock get shot with a las blast, and it actually starts to set on fire.
Why is that music got a big
Okay.
accent?
So the one left, the one to the
Mhm.
left of me is dead. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's one still directly in front of you. Oh, sorry, like to the top left. Do you see it?
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Right. Okay.
Can I kill it?
Clematis would see a faint glimmer of unusual anger coming from Kyoshi right now. He's been cold, emotionless up until this point, but right now he looks pissed, and he takes aim at this creature's head.
Okay.
And I'm going to make an aimed attack with Kazushini.
Right.
So I get a +10 for aim.
Plus 20 for aim, if it's accurate.
And it's accurate as well, and a +5. So I get a +10 for a single attack, +10 for aim, +10 for accurate, +5 because Kazushini.
Yep.
So +35, yeah?
Yeah, can't possibly miss this one.
Oh, yeah, I can't possibly fucking miss this one. +35. Dice gods, fuck you! Yes! 4 degrees.
Okay,
You know what that means?
33. That's a strike. So it's a beautiful, clean strike. Hits him in the shoulder and doesn't stop.
Uh-huh.
So how many degrees? You've got 4 degrees. That's an extra 2d10
Two
damage
dice.
on top of its base damage.
Let me just double check. So it's D10 plus 3, I think. Yep, and then plus my strength as well. So it's D10 plus 6 altogether. 26 points of damage.
Oh.
Kazushini is D10 plus 3, and my strength bonus is 3.
Let me just check that. So character. That seems awfully good.
I know.
Did I
know.
really give you such a good weapon?
It's
so
also pen 4.
It's the it's a mono, isn't it? That's where the extra +2. I was wondering where the extra +2 come from. It's a mono blade. Yeah, so that's absolutely right. You just bisect this mutant. The blow goes straight through his shoulder and all the way out and out the other side, and he splits into 2 pieces and dies without sound.
Yes.
Okay, next up is Sister Xanthe, who fires at the oncoming mutants with a bolt pistol. Makes a really loud clattering bang. This bolt pistol. It's probably the first time you've ever heard this sound. Most of you, the sound of a bolt weapon.
I'm going to flinch as this happens because it's a very scary noise and I'm not used to it.
And the echoes of it as well. It's not only loud, but there's echoes all coming from all around. And but a shot goes wide, and a bolt shell it doesn't hit any of the mutants.
Does it explode on impact though?
It just blows a chunk out of the mine wall. Courtney.
Okay. There's no mutants.
All the mutants close by to you have died in quick succession.
Cool. So I'm going to. Can I do something with a flame? I need a flame to activate any sort of abilities.
You're okay. So you've got your minor powers, which you can use any time you want. But as for your kind of major powers, they are out of your control. Really, you can use random powers under times of stress. But at the minute, you don't feel particularly in danger. In fact, this is all a bit of a laugh, really, to be honest. So for example, when the doctor tried to put you into the cryo coffin, I asked you to roll a random major power. And that power was Hellish Blast. So those major powers are not fully under your control.
Okay, cool.
Basically, Johnny, right now your powers are shit. As you get better, they'll get better. When you get really good, they'll be really good.
Okay.
I mean, psychers do get really strong, but it's not until level 3 or 4 they get the major powers, and then they really start to ramp up in strength.
I'm just going to go. You're not laughing now, are you? To that mutant that was grinning at us. You know what I mean?
He doesn't answer.
Well, and I'm going to give him a kick. I'm going to give him a quick kick.
Okay. Give him a kick for a free action.
Yeah. And then go. I want to get one.
You can hear movement further down the corridor, and there's cries of, "Yes, kill them quick!" Okay. I mean, I don't know. Can you see any? I have a look through your eyes, Johnny. I think I can actually see a couple of mutants at the edge of your
Can you?
eyes.
Yeah,
Well, have a look.
right on the edge.
Hopefully you can see them as well.
Yeah, I'll charge them. I'll charge them then. If I can.
Yeah. I think you can charge. What's your charge?
Yes. Okay. So it says
Ooh,
decent thing.
Go for the furthest one, so you give me something to shoot at.
Charge is 9, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You charge
Can I
there?
Can I make it?
Yeah,
Yep.
you can charge in.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, and you make an attack at +20
Okay.
with your mono axe.
Okay.
And the mutant seems startled that you've charged in.
20.
Uh,
Will I hit? Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You have missed.
I will
you-
use my last fate point to do that.
Okay, how does it feel having fate points?
I've got 2.
Feels good, right? Okay, so roll. Oh no, and it's a double miss.
Oh,
Okay,
God,
you see-
mate.
He's such a bully, Alan.
Oh,
Can't help myself. So you see this mutant is covered in boils.
ugh.
Okay, so next up
Yes.
are the mutants. The mutant in front of you is going to hit you with a spade, Courtney, but he misses.
Chandler's boily, yes.
Is it? I just got this vision of him trying to hit me with one of those plastic spades you get at the seaside.
It's definitely a metal spade, but he goes wide anyway. Maybe he's startled by the fact you charged him. There's another mutant right beside you, tries to shank you with a knife, and he hits with a knife.
Okay.
Are you going to try and dodge?
I'm going to try and dodge, yeah. If I can. Can I parry? I can't parry.
You can parry with your axe if you want, but I think axe is
Minus
unbalanced.
10.
I think it's minus
I'll
10.
try.
Sorry.
I'll try and dodge.
Yeah.
I probably won't, but like.
Yeah, you dodge out the way of his shank.
Yes!
30 seconds.
Third, what's up, Jim? Oh, he says something. Okay, third mutant rushes in, surrounding Courtney, and attacks you with a stick. Hits you.
Okay.
So you can't dodge this time.
I can't.
It's an improvised attack. Does a total of 5 wounds. I think that'll be absorbed by your flak armor.
Yeah.
Let's have a.
No, I think I took it off.
Let me just check where I hit you. So, hit you on the body.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So you took off your body armor, did you? It says here you've got primitive armor, which is a quilted vest, 2 primitive on your body.
Yeah. Well, 30 seconds, then I'm going to do it for 30 again.
Yeah.
The flak armor disintegrated, didn't it?
That was Hayden's flak armor.
That was my
John is just wearing primitive armor. So the stick attack just bounces off your
Okay. Cool.
your primitive armor, and then another mutant comes around, surrounds Courtney, attacks you again with it's a pick this time.
Okay.
And that is a hit.
Oh dear.
This one does a total of 9 wounds to the right arm. So this time the pick slams into your arm, Courtney, and it pierces your gang levers and armor. So what did I say? Does 9 wounds. You've got toughness of 3, and you've got a primitive armor of 1 in that location. So that's 5 wounds to your arm.
5 wounds. I'm going to cry out in pain.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think it's getting on a bit, guys. So perhaps we shall leave it there for tonight.
Oh, it's been
Oh,
really
violence!
good.
Well, I know Johnny's got 6-2 tomorrow, hasn't he? So
Yeah.